Welcome to St. Peter's Field, Cambridge, Mass. for the 23rd annual Oldtime baseball game sponsored by Abbott Financial Management. I'm Eddie Basile along with Alex Barth. And Alex, we're in for quite a night of baseball and old-time stuff.
A lot of old-time stuff going on, a lot of modern stuff too. It's a great mix of the old and the young. And first thing that stands out, terrific weather tonight, mid-80s, sun is out. Rain's supposed to hold off. A terrific late summer afternoon for baseball. I talk about the dog days. There's nothing dog about this.
It's a perfect night, perfect field conditions. It's going to be a great night for baseball. Real quick, what are we going to see tonight?
We're going to see a lot. Of course, everybody's out here for the charity Boston versus Bullies. Everybody's out here having a good time. Lou Merloni's the guy I'm looking for. He was really displeased on Twitter today with the way the Red Sox played, and we'll see if he takes some of that anger out on the baseball.
All right. Well, we got a lot in line, so stay tuned. We'll be back with the game in a few minutes.
And here we are, St. Peter's Field in Cambridge, Massachusetts. A wonderful pregame ceremony just moments ago. Sun is now down. We are under the lights, just moments away from some baseball. Alex Barth, Eddie Basile. And Eddie, this is right out of a cornfield.
It's a perfect night, and that was a great shot from drone in the sky. Perfect night, great field conditions here in the city of Cambridge, St. Peter's Field. If you're watching us, you still have time to come down. We're going to be here all night tonight. So
yeah, there's still some room left down the foul lines. If you hurry up, you can get here, bring a chair, bring a blanket. First pitch just moments away. The starter for the home team will be, I believe, Tim Dunphy, right, for the home team? Yes, it will be Dunphy getting the award tonight, illustrious award for his service in the city of Cambridge as a teacher and alumni of the game in the past. And here's the first pitch to Charlie McConnell. It's in there for a strike. The two teams, we have the Andrick Family Athletics and the Abbott Angels. This pitch is fouled off and out of play.
As we talked about the uniforms earlier, everybody's got a different uniform, different era of baseball, and that's what it's all about tonight, showing off all these old-time uniforms, which we'll talk about.
This one's inside for a ball.
As the night goes on.
And the uniforms, obviously the story for the players too. It's going to be interesting to see how they adjust. This one's fouled right to us, and we talked about how we're in the line of play here. And right off the bat, first batter, we've got Abbott third baseman Anthony Maselli in the booth to get that one. I left my glove in my car. There may have been a mistake inside again. And that will be a walk, a leadoff walk drawn by Charlie McConnell. And that will bring up Mason Copens. Copens starting in left field. And I believe he is wearing the Ethiopian Clowns jersey.
Yes, he's got the Ethiopian Clowns jersey.
Former Negro League team as he swings at that for a strike. Known more, according to BaseballReference.com, known more for their antics than their play on the field. Boy, was Baseball Reference a huge help in getting ready for this one.
These uniforms go way back, and some pretty obscure ones too. This one's from about 1940, this uniform.
And we'll get into some of the obscurity, some things to look out for. See if you can figure it out, play along with us. There's one uniform that is not actually a ball club. It comes from elsewhere.
Yep.
We've got a few non-major league uniforms, some minor league uniforms. Here's the 1-1.
That one off to the right foul.
Line foul.
And we'll have the pressure. Is the pressure on a particular player for wearing Ted Williams tonight?
Oh, I've got to imagine, but the players who have worn Ted Williams in the past have done very well. So maybe the pressure helps.
It's quite an honor to wear the number 9. Ted Williams.
James Mulry, the pitcher, looks in and fires. Misses with that one for a ball.
It's a beautiful night. Wind is kicked up a little, which is taking the edge off the heat. It's a perfect night for baseball.
And you know what? The wind seems to be blowing out a little bit. There's not been a home run in this game since 2011.
Look at that.
This one's hit our way again.
And the bat.
It's tough to see. The crowd's kind of lined up down the third base line where we're situated. So I'm trying to make sure I can just see the ball off the bat.
Now back to the right fielder, Aaron Kintarzik.
So I believe that one was caught.
Never get him on the strikeout on that.
Got him on the strikeout. He lost the bat is what I saw go flying, not the ball, and Kintarzik takes one low for ball one. We're in a Hollywood Stars minor league uniform.
Yep, 1941. Pacific Coast League. Minor league team. Yep.
I was talking to him before the game. The runner goes, but the pitch is fouled off. I was talking to him before the game, and he said the pants were the toughest part to get used to, and I think there's some truth to that. You see the bagginess of all of them, and they fit differently than uniforms nowadays. We all know Hollywood is a little bit different sense of fashion than the rest of the world, but
Well, these uniforms weren't made for comfort, that's for sure.
no, not at all.
These are all wool, and we'll talk about actually what they go through every year too. These are special uniforms that we'll talk about later on tonight too. Is what happens to them after this game.
Mulberry looks in, kicks in, deals. Up and in for ball. You see the star on the back of the number. Reminds me of a Golden State Warriors, those the yellow throwbacks they wear in the cable car ones.
And some don't have numbers. There's Lou Maloney at third base. He's got the Boston Bean Eaters.
Plenty of these predating that era. Yankees in the 20s that started wearing numbers to signify the batting order. Lou Maloney wearing an 1890s Boston Bean Eaters jersey, so well before.
He looks good in it too.
He does, fits right in. The 1-2. Foul back at the cage.
Talk about Andy Savard's got the before you Gary. So talk about pressure.
Really?
Wearing particular uniforms. So we'll see how these guys do.
Ball resets and delivers. That one bounces by the catcher. Wasn't fouled off. Up to second, making the turn for third, but heading back is McConnell.
McConnell was off on the pitch, made it easily. Stinging at third base. Not quite enough on the backstop.
Wearing Steve Carlton jersey of the 67 Cardinals. Here's the payoff pitch. High ball four, he walked him. 2 walks in the inning. Oh, the road team yet to put a ball in play, 2 walks and a strikeout. It's going to be 2 on for the cleanup hitter, Anthony Maselli, wearing the jersey of Pete Frady's Boston College.
Sure, a little music kicking in on these guys right now. It's a full house, beautiful night. If you look up and down each baseline, it is packed. And I'm sure some nerves are kicking in for some of these guys tonight.
Maselli, a Boston College alum himself.
Come on, Anthony, come on, kid.
Just foul back to the back. That's a quick backstop. That is coming back quick. The field is in beautiful condition.
It is the infield before the game when I first got here, and I think they groomed it again since, but absolutely pristine.
Fastball for strike. That's a pitch.
So it's going to be 0-2 here to Maselli.
See if he comes with a fastball.
Come on, Charlie, you're good.
Mulder resets, looks back to second.
Come on, Anthony, come on, kid.
Bounces one in, gets to the backstop. Runners are going to advance. Backstop not fast enough there. Doing the catching for Abbott, at least to start, is Alex Joyce.
He's your leader. Don't go unless he goes on a pass ball, right? He's got to move
You
first.
can hear the coaches communicating. That is head coach Brian Carey for the road team.
It's a charity game. These guys are playing to win. You'll see some good baseball, some real good baseball.
The 1-2 to Maselli is grounded back up the middle. Do we have a double play? No, he looks to first. He's got him. A run's going to score, though, and it's 1-0. The fielder's choice from Maselli. The Abbott angler is worth mentioning because it was Bill Burt making the play at second base. A middle infield combination, father and son, Max Burt at shortstop and Bill Burt at second.
This play by Billy had to go to his right. It was hard to hit. Made the
Now
no other
batting
play
the
than that
catcher,
first base.
Andy Savard.
Take another look at this one. With runners on second and third. A backhand there.
Backhand short on it.
Think you can go on a pass ball. Make sure you get a good jump though.
Over to Gordy Gronkowski playing at first base. That's Gordy Jr. Played ball at Jacksonville University. Spent a couple of years in the Angels system. That one's inside. Here is Andy Savard, like you talked about, wearing the Lou Gehrig uniform, getting the start tonight at catcher. I got to see him at UMass Lowell in the spring as a freshman. Turned in a solid freshman campaign, playing for Coach Herring at Lasher Park. Big cut there, swing and a miss. Savard quickly down 0-2.
Snuck that fastball right now. That's part of the play.
So 1-0 lead early for the Andrew Athletics. Strike 3 gets him looking, and that will do it.
Settled down nicely.
Settled down the 1 run on the fielder's choice, but got out of trouble. The home team will leave 2 on, and it's 1-0. We're going to keep it right here. And talked about the uniforms a little bit. Now we get to see the home team come out as we take another look at that strikeout.
Tough pitch to take it 2 strikes right over the plate. Nice pitch.
Yeah, I think he was looking for maybe something off speed. Came right at him with the fastball.
Settled down nicely to get out of there.
Most pitchers will go 1 to 2 innings. I think we'll see the starters go 2 with Mullery and now Dunphy taking the mound here as we get things started, wearing the same Cardinals jersey he wore back when he played in this game as far back as 2006. Leading off for the Anglers, it will be the father-son combination again, Max and Bill Burt and Lou Merlone. So big stuff coming. Then Gordy Gronkowski, they really got a top-heavy lineup. They really are going to be expecting some big things there off the top.
Yeah, it could be in for some fireworks tonight. And it's a little bit about this game, too. We have so many players. You'll probably see a player an inning, maybe 2. Pitchers will probably go 2 to 3 innings in the start and then inning. So a lot of new faces. Everyone will play. And it's just going to be a real great night tonight. Some really good baseball. 2 lefties on the mound to start the game, too. There's Tim Dunphy warming up.
Dunphy, an alumni of Brandeis University, now teaches in Cambridge, Massachusetts, plays in the Yawkey League, as do many players in this game. And along with the old-time game, and he is back this year. He will do his best to get his team off on the right foot. Already given a lead coming out early, which is all you can ask for as a pitcher. And the receiver this year of the Greg Montalbano Award, part of that ceremony before the game. Teams finish up infield. You can hear the band going. They got the old-time band going as well in the background.
Yeah, we got the old-time band. We have Babe Ruth.
I did see the Babe Ruth impersonator walking around.
We got Babe out there. Got a great silent auction, too. Some really good stuff there.
I saw at the silent auction, one thing caught my eye, it's a poster. It's Boston Brawls. And it's
yes.
Like the 6 biggest Boston
I saw that.
Sports altercations, let's call them that, last however many years. Terry O'Reilly was on there. That's low and away. To leadoff hitter Max Burt, you had, of course, Jason Varitek, Alex Rodriguez.
Yep, some nice black and white photos there of that.
This one's grounded to short, down on it, over to first. In time, there's one away, making the play at shortstop, Greg Pizarro.
Nice play by Pizarro. He came in on that, fielded it nicely and clean. Nice strong throw to first.
Wearing the old school Brooklyn Dodgers uniform. Here's another look, and we'll see now if Bill can show his son how it's done. He'll step up to the plate. First pitch to Bill is low for a ball.
You saw the crowd down the right field line. You see the home plate, behind home plate, is packed. Full house tonight here at St. Peter's Field.
This one is grounded to second. Slow roller handled. Throw to first in time. Electing not to charge at second base, Daniel Coe.
Don't forget, some of these guys have to get up and work tomorrow.
That's
so.
true. Coe especially is the chief of staff for City of Boston. I saw him on Twitter. He was saying he was ready to go. He's one of the guys I'd expect to charge.
Yeah, well, he looked good coming in. He looked good.
Getting warmed up. Here's a guy who knows a thing or two about playing the infield. Lou Merlone takes the first pitch. Merlone played 9 Major League seasons, 7 for the Red Sox, wearing an 1890s Boston Beaneaters uniform. And he cracks this one to right field. That one's heading back, but it will stay in the ballpark. In to make the catch is Mason Copens, and that will do it.
Look at a nice piece of that one going opposite field. Not quite far enough, but
he's feeling it. First swing in a while. You see he's happy.
Yeah,
got a hold of that.
He's a little pumped. So after one, Abbott and DeGray going to lead one, I think, here at St. Peter's Field.
3 up, 3 down, and there you see Lou talking with Steve Buckley, saying, "I almost hit it out. A little bit more." I'm sure we'll see Lou again at the plate.
But by next year, that'll be a 420-foot shot. See a good swing on that ball there. Head down.
Let's take another look. Perfect form, and just shy of the warning track. It's 330 down the line.
Wind was blowing in too on that one, so good piece of it.
James Mullery will take the mound again as we head to the top half of the second. It will be Andy Savard, Jordan Leandre, Derek Pizarro, and Daniel Coe. Real old-time baseball. No designated hitters tonight.
No, everyone plays, everyone bats.
So if anybody reaches Timmy Dunphy, the pitcher, will step in.
James Mulray on for his second inning of work. Seemed to calm down late in the inning. Settled down nicely. Only get out of that inning with 1 run.
Wearing an old San Diego Padres jersey. This is back from when the Padres were a minor league team. We have a couple instances of things you might think are major league uniforms. There's a 1936 Baltimore Orioles uniform, I believe, on the home side. It is actually from when the Orioles were a minor league team, just before, 10 years before, around, they became a member of the MLB. His first pitch is inside.
We talked about the pressure. This was Ted Williams' minor league uniform that Mulroy's wearing.
So we'll see when he comes up. I believe the next inning or in the third, what he can do. The batter is Jordan Leandre wearing a House of David jersey. Leandre, like they said in the ceremony before the game, captured the hearts of Red Sox Nation in 2007 when he was introduced before the game, took a lap around the bases as a child battling cancer, beat it, and is here now playing in the Old Timers game. 1-2 is in there for strike 3, gets him looking. And James Mulray coming out strong.
Yeah, he's in a groove now. Couple strikeouts early, hitting the zone nicely, get the fastball popping.
Here's the shortstop, Derek Pizarro. They're moving quickly. The one thing not like old-time baseball, the game really flying by, swing and a miss, and part of it is people are free swinging. You want to see that. You want to be competitive, but you also want people taking chances.
He's got the 1914-15 Brooklyn tip-tops uniform.
When misses, it's 1-1.
From the old Federal League. I'm sure you remember that 1915, right?
Oh, clearly.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-2. Up high for a ball. Pizarro, a Curry College product, swings and misses right there. Strike 3. 3 strikeouts in a row now. For James Mulray.
He's in a groove. He's feeling it. Very economical inning. I think he's got about 8 pitches this inning.
We'll see what Daniel Koch can do if he can put a stop to it. The chief of staff for the city of Boston, fittingly wearing a Boston uniform. Takes that one.
Do you have to keep the lights on the whole time?
Wearing a Boston Cutters uniform.
Nice
Swing and a
fastball.
miss,
Yeah,
2-1.
He's got that fastball popping. Hitting the corners now.
Two-1 is inside. Coach was out of the way, but called a strike. Good movement on that fastball, breaking back inside.
Working in and out in the zone.
There's the pitch, and Coe fouls it up. There's a net hanging over home plate, so pop-ups to the catcher will be few and far between.
As we said, we're in the city camp, we're on Sherman Street, so if you're familiar with this area, we're like nestled in a neighborhood.
Coe swings and misses. Strike 3, dropped by the catcher. He'll tag him trying to get to first, and that will do it. James Mulray strikes out the side. We've played 1.5, still a 1-0 score. Gets a hug right there from Gary Streisky. Boy, just mowing them down.
He was he was getting the ball and throwing. He was just in his zone and kept it up. And great job that second inning.
I know they're trying to get everybody in the game, but if I'm him, I'm arguing to go out for a third.
I don't see why not. He threw about 12 pitches that inning, so he's still good to go. He's lobbying to stay in the game, but we'll see. As I said, the bullpen is opposite us, and both teams use the same bullpen.
Mulray from Northeastern University, West Roxbury, Massachusetts. Meanwhile, Dunphy back on. He'll throw a second inning here. He will face Gordy Gronkowski, Alex Joyce, and Rich DiMartino if anybody reaches Cam Walsh. Gordy plays in the Yawkey League. Played professionally in the Anaheim Angels organization, reaching single-A ball, kicked around in independent leagues for a little bit. The eldest of the 5 Gronkowski brothers. When I heard that Gordy Gronkowski was playing, it didn't indicate a junior-senior on the roster. I thought we were going to see Big Papa, Gordy Sr. pull up. I know he does a great job staying in shape.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yep.
A last-minute addition was Gordy.
He would have had this team on a workout program before the game.
Oh, forget taking infield. They're bench pressing. Rob tonight flying to Carolina. The Patriots will take on the Panthers tomorrow in preseason game number 3.
Yeah, we can talk a little about that too. Tom Brady wanting to play. Why, I don't know.
You know what? He's competitive. I see why, but they better not let him.
No, nothing good can come from that. You know, and, just take your time, take a little vacation, be ready to come back. So
here's Gordy wearing a 1967 Red Sox jersey. This uniform came into the rotation a couple years ago when Mike Timlin played in the game. They didn't have a uniform that fit him, so they custom-made an old-school Red Sox jersey. That's Timlin's number 50 on the back, and Gronkowski takes ball 1.
yeah, I was just going to say he's going to be checking in at least 6'5", 6'6", 250.
Hits this one a long way, but foul. During batting practice, Gordy hit one off the wall. There has not been a home run in this game since 2011. I think if anybody's going to do it tonight, this is the guy.
Yeah, Gordy can do it. And we're using wooden bats, which is nice to hear. You know, it's nice to hear that crack of the bat there.
For the college players, too, a couple of these guys familiar with the Cape League, but for the college players, it might be the first time.
Yep.
A rare time that they'll use a wooden bat. It's 2-2 now. I think it's fair to call him Gronk. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball.
So he's going to work him outside. I just want to get in his wheelhouse and have him pull something down the line. He's going to stay outside on him.
Here's the pitch. Low ball 3. Count is full.
Wants to stay away. Let's see if he tries to sneak a fastball in on him now, maybe.
Right here now, kid. Right here now. Let's go.
Dunphy kicks and deals.
Coming our way.
Ground ball, third base side, and foul. They're telling us to look out. We got all our equipment behind the table as well.
Yeah, they don't care about us. It's more the equipment they're worried about.
I don't know about you. I'm ducking behind his monitor.
Hey, Tim, come on now, kid.
We'll go 2-2 again. Dunphy trying to figure out what he wants to do here. The pitch. Low ball 4, and Gronkowski draws the walk. First base runner allowed after Dunphy got him 1-2-3 in the first.
It's like Dunphy didn't want anything to do with Gronkowski there.
Now he'll face the catcher, Alex Joyce.
He's telling him that right there. He's like, I'm not going to let you take me deep.
Joyce, Stonehill College product from Newton. That big number 36 on the back of the Phillies jersey.
They can put the bat on the ball.
This one is cracked right field side. It will get out of play. Up into the stands. The 1950 Philadelphia Phillies is the jersey worn here by Joyce.
30, Bobby Shantz. This was actually, that year was the last year Connie Mack coached. His final season of coaching. Tons of history here.
Check over to first. Gronkowski diving back. Getting some dirt on the uniform. They're kept incredibly clean. They're washed after the game, then put into storage for the year.
Yeah, actually, they're only won twice a year. Media Day, which was about a week ago. And then tonight. And after that, they're washed and literally just put back into storage and not touched.
Absolutely spotless, too. Sometimes some of the dirts can be tough to get out, but
Yeah.
pristine, all looking as old as they are. Like they haven't been touched. That's a ground ball into left field, and it'll be a base hit, the first hit of the ball game for either team. We had the road team score on a couple walks, the fielder's choice, but it's Alex Joyce getting it going. Gronkowski moves up to second. And there's 2-1, nobody out for Rich DiMartino.
See if Abbott plays a little small ball here. Maybe lay down a bunch, try to move the runners along. Probably not, just letting everybody swing away.
Now batting the left fielder, Rich DiMartino.
Gets the sign from Dan Finley coaching first. Fouls it back. Finley wearing a St. Louis Cardinals jersey, number 6. Rich DiMartino wearing a Providence Grays jersey. Former minor league team in the area.
Hey, Tim, come on, kid.
Dunphy working the outside of the plate.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big lunging cut as DiMartino goes for the fences.
He's actually a little taller than Gronk. So he got some is he about 6'7", 6'8"?
Listed at 6'8".
Yeah.
6'8", 235. Fouls this one into the dirt. Franklin Pierce product from Revere, Massachusetts.
We had that talk already.
Dunphy working hard. Hasn't been out yet this inning, but trying to get out of a jam early.
The 1-2. Pops him up. They'll head towards the parking lot. It is the parking lot behind the first base side. Silent auction over there. They had a barbecue going.
Yeah, get the barbecue. A lot of great food.
That's where the band was set up.
Some old-time baseball shirts are for sale too, and everything goes to the charity Boston Bullies. We'll talk about that too a little bit later.
This one's checked fouls. DiMartino stays alive. Cam Walsh on deck. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second. The Angels are trailing, but a great chance here to take the lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Nice pitch. Off speed, low and outside. Nothing he could do with that one.
DiMartino knew he was fooled.
Yep.
And that's one big out for Timmy Dunphy. So it's Gronkowski on second, Alex Joyce on first. Cam Walsh will be the batter playing right field. Walsh wearing one of the few Ted Williams jerseys in circulation here. And first pitch misses for a ball. This is actually Jared Carrabas steps in, so we have a pinch hitter.
Say, yep. So already they're mixing it up, shaking it up on us.
Jared Carrabas of Barstool Sports guaranteed a home run on Twitter earlier today. Said he'd give the ball to Steve Buckley. Home run swing there, but it's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, he missed that one by about a foot. So he's got to calm down in the box, wait for his pitch. Might be a little bit too pumped right now.
He's in there for a strike. He's wearing a Dick Raditz uniform, 47.
The monster, Dick Raditz. Yeah, 1964.
Swing and a miss, and Jared Carrabas retired on strikes. No ding-dong for him, as he likes to call them, and he will head back to the dugout.
Dunphy just pounding that outside corner of the plate. He's not going to give in. He's not going over the plate. Staying outside, low and outside. And the Abbott Angels are biting.
Looking early like a pitcher's duel. Nice breaking pitch right there from Dunphy to Trevor Boyce.
So here's part of our trivia question. If you look at Trevor's uniform.
Will he be the greatest ever as he grounds this one foul? The New York Knights from the movie The Natural.
Yep.
Movie came out in the 80s, I want to say 1930s, right? 1920s? That uniform would supposedly be from?
Yeah.
Don't remember the exact year off the top of my head. 2 on, 2 out. Dunphy looks to first. This one is chopped high into left field, fading back from short to make the play. Is Derek Pizarro, and the side is retired. The first 2 reach, but then back-to-back strikeouts and a pop-out help Dunphy get out of the jam. And we'll see now if he comes up or if they will pinch hit for him. My guess would be he is done on the mound after throwing 2 innings.
Yeah, looks like he's all set. He's taking the handshakes in there. He's probably good to go. Battled nicely to get out of that inning, giving up 2 early base runners, and was able to bear down and get out of this and keep it a 1-run game.
Both pitchers, you have 5 strikeouts for James Mulry, the starter. We don't know if he will throw. It looks like we have a new pitcher on the mound, so he's done with 5 strikeouts. And Timmy Dunphy, 1 earned run. Sorry, no earned runs for Dunphy. Got himself into a jam and out of it, went 1, 2, 3 in the first.
Top of the third. Perfect night again. Wind has died down a little. It's just a perfect night. 3 lefties in a row we're going to see, which is nice. You don't see that too often, another lefty.
So they will bring in the lefty pitcher. It is Teddy Rodliff from Stony Brook University. Played on Cape Cod this fall for the Harwich Mariners, one of 2 Mariner alums in this game. Max Burt, the other. We saw him at the top of this Anglers lineup. Watch Rotliff throw. Watch this wind up. A real funky submarine look.
Yep.
He can get some good pop on that as well.
It's going to be even tougher coming from the lefty, too. Go inside him like that.
Was all conference in the America East, was an all-star on the Cape, and a busy summer of baseball for him. He'll close it out here in the Old Timers game. Saw his dad was standing right over by us before. He's off to our left now. He's on the phone probably telling everybody to tune in. If you are friend or family of Teddy, thanks for joining us.
Yes, call your friends, call your neighbors, tell them to log on to oldtimebaseball.com.
At Old Time Game on Twitter, the link is on there as well.
Check it out. 23rd year. I can't believe it's been going on for that long. Steve Buckley did it as part of a joke during the 1994 baseball strike season. It just kept snowballing.
Sometimes jokes create the best outcomes. I was talking to Jimmy Young, former NECN announcer, earlier today. He helped Steve start it early on, and how they started getting players. Steve would go on his radio show, and I'd say, hey, I need a left fielder. Somebody call me. I need a third baseman. Somebody called me. And to look what that has grown into is just incredible. And still growing.
Yeah, they turn players away. Everyone wants to play, and there's a selection committee that helps choose who plays, and for every one that's playing, there are 5 they turn away. So I mean, just a testament of how much this has grown and how popular it is.
And they've done a great job, that selection committee this year. The mix of the roster from high school kids, all the way up through some local amateur players, college stars, of course. I think the majority of it, my guess would be, is college players.
Yeah. And then you mix in the alumni too. See, and it's just a great mix. And these guys, the committee will take after tonight, probably take about a month off, and then they're right back to work. 10 months, next 10 months, focusing on next year.
Strike in, and Dunphy is batting after throwing 2 innings on the mound. He's going to take his licks at the plate, lefty-lefty matchup. Swing and a miss, strike 3, so the pitcher strikes out. That is now 5 strikeouts in a row for Angels pitching.
Timmy goes down swinging. That's a tough at bat. Lefty on lefty coming from the side like that. That's a tough at bat.
The school teacher from Cambridge will have a lot to talk about. I'm sure he'll be meeting his new student soon if he hasn't already. This one's low for ball. School starts earlier and earlier now. Charlie McConnell stands in, walked in his first at-bat. This one's fouled right by us again. Smart move by manager Dan Finley of the home team, going to the lefty here, as it's been 2 lefties to start the inning for the Angels at the plate. Stony Brook Seawolf has a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded right back up the middle. Rodliff has it, bobbles, turns, does not have a play. McConnell on for the 2nd time today.
Came off the mound quick, turned his back, tried to pick it, didn't pick it clean, and too much speed down the line.
Tough throw for a lefty as well. He has to turn.
That's what he did. Yeah, he did the 360 and tried to get in a position to make the throw.
Take another look at this one. I will say this for Rodliff. You talk about an old-time game. Talk about an old-time windup.
Yep. See him make the turn there and just picked his head up just as the ball was heading into his glove, and that's what caused the error. So let's see if he can pitch around this.
Turns and has a laugh about it. That one misses for a ball to Mason Copens, who struck out in his first at-bat. Playing third base is Max Burt, 2 Harwich Mariners teammates laughing about the error. Steve Englert, the head coach of the Mariners, I'm sure, will be here to tell him to clean it up. That one misses.
Well, you can't hide from Coach tonight if you're on the internet. He'll be watching that one.
I got to cover the Mariners 2 summers ago and work with Coach Englert. Does a great job. This one's fouled off. It's the toughest part of the Cape, especially for a manager, is finding that line between teaching the players and trying to win, and he does a great job just finding that. They won the Eastern Division this past year, did the Mariners.
Probably the best amateur baseball you're going to see in the country, Cape Cod League.
Absolutely fantastic.
You know, but if you're down the Cape, catch a game next year. You won't be disappointed. It's almost it's this kind of atmosphere too. Just bring your seats, find a place in the lawn.
It really is. It was
somewhere.
taking me back to it earlier when I first showed up. 3-1 now on Copans. Oh, the Ethiopian Clowns. What a name. The team played in New York. What a concept. Great jersey, too. Great looking jersey. This one's lined up the middle. That'll get down for a base hit. Moving up to second is McConnell. It's going to be 2 on, 1 out. First hit of the game for the road team.
See if they can make it happen here with 1 down. Top of the third.
Already a 1-0 lead. Anthony Maselli is the lone RBI and a fielder's choice. He is on deck. Evan Kantarczyk, I believe, will be the batter, pending any substitution. It looks like that's him stepping in again. Kind of hard to see from our perch down the third base line. You also don't know, you were telling me before, as a veteran of the game, the substitutions are just wild.
Yeah.
As you'd expect.
As
An
you said.
all-star game atmosphere.
Yeah, well, there's probably, I think, 45 players here tonight, and they'll all play. They'll all try to get an at-bat at least, but they'll all be in the infield or outfield at some point. We'll run through about 9 to 10 pitches on each team, too, so.
The 0-1 is in the dirt. Runners stay. Nice backhand pick behind the plate by Alex Joyce. Kantarczyk walked in his first at-bat, the Hollywood Stars uniform. Back-to-back, that with the Clowns uniforms. A couple of great looks with that blue-white combination.
Yep.
Fouled back. New addition for us this year. Bringing you this game, you can see behind the plate, the camera positioned behind home plate.
Cut out the screen there and put a nice clear plexiglass view for us.
Has yet to be tested, that plexiglass, so we will see.
I don't want to be the one behind there to take that test, fail that test.
Honestly, they may be better off than us, though, down here on the third base line. The 1-2 skips in. Runners are going to go. Here's the throw to third. It's not in time. Sliding safe into third base is McConnell. Kopitz moves up to second.
Connor read that nicely, saw that. Couldn't find it. As soon as he saw that, he took off, and it was no chance.
So that does a lot. Takes out the conventional double play, puts 2 runners in scoring position. It'll be 2-2 to Kantarczyk. Here's the pitch. Well, this one gets away, but the runners will stand, like you mentioned, that fast backstop.
Yep, not a lot of room back there, so don't take any chance, especially with 1 out. You don't want to.
Something else I just noticed, a good old school look. There's no batter's box. The foul lines just go right up to the plate.
Yep.
So even in old school groundskeeping, there's no the grass in the middle of the infield, but no grass on the sides. The dirt goes all the way to the dugouts. The payoff pitch. Foul back. Props to the fans back there for not flinching.
Pets, and this is a pet-friendly field, as you can see. There's it looks like a greyhound behind the backstop, a couple of puppies off to our left. So if you get your dog and you don't think you can bring them down. Yeah.
We had a dog in the booth earlier, right before the game, fouled back again, just missing the plexiglass.
Yeah, if you're watching this, you want to come on down, bring your lunch here. There's a shot. That's behind the backstop. Full house there, as you can see.
Payoff pitch again. Grounded third base side. Runners are going to go. Run's going to score. The throw to first is in time for the out. So another run scores on a fielder's choice. RBI to Kantarczyk, and it's 2-0.
Nice play at third base. That's all he could do. Was hit too slow to bring the play home. Took the out at first.
So now here is Anthony Maselli. Take another look at that. No play home. They had the runners going on contact.
Yep. Nice throw across the body to get the out at first. 2 down now.
That was Lou Merloni at third for the home team, but he has checked out.
Yep. I'm surprised. I thought he'd still be in there.
Maselli, the BC alum, wearing the Pete Frady's jersey missing. Not sure if Pete made it down this year. He was here last year, I know that.
Yeah, and then the year before they did the honorary first base. He played first base for an at-bat. It was a great scene. See all his former teammates, friends, everyone just come out onto the field that night. It was just really an awesome scene to see.
Pete's brother Andrew is here. He's not come into the game yet. We will see him at some point. He's wearing a Pete Frady's Red Sox jersey. The 3-0's in there for a strike. Back in the spring when the Red Sox played BC, they had everybody wear number 3 in Pete's honor. So one of those has made its way here.
Peter started the Ice Bucket Challenge that just swept the country.
3-0 misses. Maselli draws a walk.
A little squeeze job there on him, but draws the walk. First and third now, 2 outs.
Here's the Riverhawk, Anthony Savard. He struck out. He was one of 5 consecutive strikeouts for Angels pitching, 4 by James Mulry. And 1 to start this inning from Teddy Rodliff. This one's grounded foul, first base side. Gronkowski comes in to scoop it up.
Nice big target at first base, Gronkowski is, huh?
Oh, yeah. He shouldn't miss much.
Yeah, it's very hard to overthrow him at 6'6", 250.
And not just that, if catching range runs in the family.
Yeah.
Go up and get it. We all saw the catch against Denver 2 years ago his brother made. Here's the 0-1. Pops in there for a strike, off-speed pitch. Rodliff now ahead 0-2. We do have a drone with us tonight.
Wow,
And there's
look at that shot. That's an amazing
incredible.
shot. Wow.
Warrior drone's fun.
Wow.
Rodliff's 0-2.
Foul off to the right there. Two nothing Abbott Financial in the lead, top of the third. It's so nice to hear the crack of a wooden bat too. I can't tell you how refreshing that is. I'm not a fan of the aluminum bat at all.
There's the pitch. Low for a ball. As Rodliff tries to get him to chase. That one's low. Runner fakes at first, no go. 2-2. We'll see if they send him at first base.
They seem to be thinking that. Anderegg seems to be thinking they want to send him. We'll see if Maselli gets a good enough lead. With the lefty, he can't get too far off. Not going.
Ground ball. Nice snag by Gronkowski. He'll turn and take it himself for the final out. Boy, what a play
We just
by
talked,
Gordy.
just talked about the catch radius there, and he just showed it off. Big chopper his way and was able to snag it.
Twisting back over his shoulder. We'll see if we can get another look at that one as he gets a high five from his teammates in the dugout.
Nice play.
Here it is. Lunging. And that's not on his glove side, too. Most first basemen are lefties. As a righty, had to go all the way back to get it.
Nice play. Backhand, big hop. Very nice play. What a shot that is, huh?
You can really see, like you're talking about, nestled right in the middle of the neighborhood.
It's right there. So houses all around us.
There's your score, 2-0.
It's out in the right field section there.
It is Andberg in the lead over Abbott Financial. New pitcher in the game for Andberg. We'll try to figure this one out. I believe that is Sean Smeglin from Wakefield, Massachusetts, a UMass Boston product. And it is. He is wearing a Cincinnati Reds jersey. Take a look at some of what we've seen so far. And the jersey of Johnny Vandermeer of the 1938 Cincinnati Reds. He's the only pitcher in Major League history to throw back-to-back no-hitters. And he did that in that 1938 season. No-hitting the Boston Bees, and 4 nights later, the Brooklyn Dodgers. Savard will stay in the game at catcher as we head to the bottom half of inning number 3. James Mulry, the pitcher, is due up for Abbott, but of course they made a pitching change. So we will see if Rodliff will bat after throwing his inning or if they will send a pinch hitter to the plate.
looking up how to coach third base is what he's doing. Behind you.
See everybody getting to know each other around the diamond.
So how much crap did you take for that picture on Twitter about a week ago? Which one? Didn't you see the one
There you have Andrew Frates, Pete's brother, and it looks like he will step in and get the licks here.
That was unbelievable.
From Bentley University.
That was unbelievable. Was that?
People had to crush you.
No, they weren't crushing me, but
No,
like,
yeah, no, but still.
it was strike a pose, G. All right.
Has a chat with our home plate umpire.
Did you?
Quickly is the second baseman.
Some other subs as they bring him in, try to get him to you. John Brickley in at second base. And here's Frates. First pitch misses low for a ball.
So did your feed blow up?
Smeglin delivers. This one's cracked foul. The Boston Beacons. I think we have a representative from all of the UMass system schools in this game. Frates takes a strike. And the count goes to 1-2. We have UMass Boston at the plate. Behind the plate is Andy Savard, UMass Lowell. UMass Dartmouth, Evan Kantarczyk was hitting third for the road team to start. And I believe that just leaves UMass Amherst. Christian Rosati, a pitcher, represents the Minutemen. Frates fouls it straight back. The count will stay 1-2. So not surprising, as it is mostly locals playing in this game. Nothing like playing baseball in the city of Boston. In my opinion, the top baseball city in the country. How can it not be? The 1-2. Frates takes one low at the shins. Smeglin nods, the righty working quickly, the 2-2. Grabbed at third base side. Maselli to first in time, and one Pete Frates jersey retires another Pete Frates jersey. There's one down.
Last hop exploded on him. He was able to take it in the gut, make the play.
Take another look.
So that hop come right up on him. Stayed in front of it nicely.
Don't worry about it. That thing on?
That's why they call it the hot corner.
This one's grounded back to the pitcher. Fires to first in time. Smeglin quick off the mound.
Nice play by Smeglin. He bounced quickly off that.
That was Max Burton, who grounded out. It's his second at bat, second ground out.
Hey, because it's being broadcast on the
Trying to see if it's
internet,
Bill Burton coming up here. Another look.
that picks you up, so.
Nice play. That's what you teach the kids on a play like that. Pick it up with your bare hand. When the ball stops rolling, pick it up with your bare hand. Don't pick it up with the glove.
Pinch hitter now, as this one misses. That looks like, what, a Kansas City Royals jersey?
Looks like trying to pick up the front.
One's in there for a strike. It's
Yeah, looks
1-1.
like a Royals jersey, yep. We go through a book here, about 50 uniforms, to figure out exactly which one it is. It's in there for a strike, nice fastball.
You know what that is? As I find it, it is a Montreal Royals number 9 Jackie Robinson jersey. His minor league team before joining the Dodgers.
He's just tailing.
I like that one. Kind of simple, you know.
It's a nice look.
Yep.
Robinson made it look good. He had 349 in 1946. And boy, did it transfer over to the major leagues. That's success.
As we said, these are wool uniforms, so they're weren't made for comfort. Or fashion for that matter, too.
Probably worth noting, Steve Gath is the batter, Reading, Massachusetts native from Bentley. And what's even more surprising when you think about it, As Gath strikes out, and that will do it. We've played 3. It's 2-0. The road team on top.
Schmigler got up with the changeup. Nice pitch there.
Great inning all around for him. Strikeout, nice play in the field.
Yeah, excellent inning.
So it's crazy to think about with the wool uniforms, too. A lot of these predate lights, so the games were played during the day.
Yes, yep.
So it was even hotter. You had the sun beating down on you. It's not like you're playing at night. It was cooled down. No, you were playing probably 1 o'clock on a July, August afternoon.
And then after that, probably going to your day job
That's
or
right.
your night job after that. And you notice some of them don't have numbers, which is authentic to the time, too. So these are really nice. I mean, I got to look at them earlier again, and they're just really, really right down to the last detail. Very nice uniforms.
Yeah, I got a close-up look, and some of the stuff you see, it's the little stuff that surprises you. I don't remember what uniform it was I was looking at as we have a new pitcher on the mound. One of them, it was a zipper. It wasn't buttons on the front.
As we said, these weren't made for fashion back in the day. And some of these color schemes, too, as you look at some of the color schemes, it was you know, what was going through their mind on some of these? Were they designed in the dark or what? Here's Ben Murphy now for his first inning of work.
1965 Cincinnati Reds jersey worn by Frank Robinson, an 11-time All-Star. Pete Rose on that team as well. One of the all-time great Reds teams. Also, he wasn't on the team yet, but 1965, the year the Cincinnati Reds drafted Johnny Bench. He would come years later, of course. Reds went 89 and 73, good for 4th in the American League that year. Robinson hit 296, 33 home runs, 113 RBIs that season before being traded to Baltimore in one of the more lopsided trades in MLB history.
I was going to say, let's trade 113 RBI guy.
Yeah, really. Supposedly he didn't get along with some of the upper management, but hey, he did just fine in Baltimore. No skin off his back. His uniforms probably got some marks on it, too. Robinson that year was hit a league-high 18 times while at the plate.
Little baseball justice there for you. Can't do that today. Jordan DeAndre now leading off.
He is batting in James Mulry's spot, or the pitcher spot. It was Mulry. DeAndre from Dennis, Massachusetts on the Cape. Talking about the Cape League earlier, Yarmouth Dennis, they won their 3rd Cape League title in a row a couple weeks ago, defeating the Falmouth Commodores in a great series. I was down there for games 2 and 3. And Steve Pickler, now the record holder for most Cape League championships. He's won 3 and I believe 5 of the last 10. That one misses for a ball.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Just, you know, you're talking about the top college players in the country, not just New England, but in the country. And it's a great program. They'll come here and they'll basically live at a host house, play ball, and they'll do summer camps for the kids too, which is always great.
One of the highlights that's relatively new is one of the off days, all the teams will go into Fenway Park and have a workout for MLB scouts at Fenway, and it's fun to see the kids from Boston experience that.
Well,
one misses.
Just look down the list of players who have played in the Cape League who are now in the major leagues. It's a long, very long and distinguished list. Papelbon was there. Actually, his brother was here a couple years ago.
Both his brothers, I believe,
Yeah.
as this is fouled back. I remember seeing Josh pitch in Lowell probably about 10, 15 years ago. His side armor with a knuckle curve was really something to see. I believe he now plays in the Yawkey League as well. Here's Murphy's 2-2, misses high.
Murphy's a little bit nervous. Give him that batter two to calm down.
Misses low ball 4. DeAndre works his way back from being down in the count, draws a leadoff walk.
Straight over the top with Murphy's delivery. Not a lot of room for error.
A big shift from what we just saw with Teddy Rodliff. Sets and delivers. That one misses high. Trying to figure out, it's tough. At a certain point, you lose track of where
Yes.
you are in the lineup. I believe we have a pinch hitter here.
Hey, Derek, come on, kid. Where's Darren Hartman?
Brooklyn Tip Tops. Is that I think that's still, is that Derek Pizarro still? Yeah.
It is.
Still
Yep.
Derek. Yep. Curry College. And from Cambridge.
Getting the start at shortstop. Swing and a miss.
Come on, kid.
2-1.
You know, Ben hitting the low outside corner with the fastball. See if he can build on that confidence.
Skidmore product looks in. Here's the 2-1. Curveball misses high. 3-1 count after a leadoff walk from Jordan Leandre.
Come on, Derek.
Ball 4. And the runner will jog down to first.
Murphy is missing consistently high. Yeah, it's just a little nerves and getting used to the mound too. You know, they really don't have any time to practice here. This is the first time he's been on the mound. Mound might be a little different than he's used to, so we'll see if he can settle down.
That's kind of how the pitchers have gone. Save a 1-2-3 inning for
Yeah.
James Mullery to start. It's been trouble early and then settling down.
Yep, get that 1 or 2 at bats under their belt. They settle down.
Here's John Brookley of Melrose. He grounds one back to the pitcher, coming in charging and throwing to first in time to get him. Is Murphy, so the runners will move over to second and third. There's one out. Really all you could do with that little number off the bat of Brickley.
Yeah, productive out. Move the runners along with the out. That's all you want to do. If you don't drive them in, at least move them along, and that's what he did. So second and third now went out.
Flying along here as we are in the top of the fourth.
Infield is in. They're going to play for the run. The 2-0 game.
That one's in there for a strike, and now batting is the pitcher, John Smeglin. So we saw him, the masterful inning in the bottom of the third.
Yep, had a great inning.
Pops this one up,
On the bag, going
fading back at shortstop to make the catch.
Jammed him on that one.
That's Max Burt making the play, still in the game.
Schmeglin couldn't get the head of the bat out in front of that one. Ended up popping it up to shortstop.
Now batting Charlie McConnell.
So Murphy's got to bear down now with 2 outs. Can't let up.
Come so far, got to get out of this one.
Yep.
Come on, Charlie.
The final score last year, 10-6. Setting a slightly different tone early. Big swing and a miss.
Nice soft speed pitch there. If he's not locating his fastball, go to the other pitches. Try something else and see what's working. It seems to be what he's doing now.
No one misses. This is Charlie McConnell.
Let's get the old Steve Carlton uniform.
Grounds this one foul down the first base side.
Another off-speed pitch. I think he's going to stick with that. Having trouble with the fastball, leaving that up in the zone the whole time.
Smeglin coming from the set. The 1-2. Runs in and hits him.
Not what
Load
he
the
wanted.
bases.
Yeah, not what he wanted to
That
do.
one really got the other one hit his dirt.
You like the idea of trying to jam him on 1 and 2, but just rode it inside a little too much.
Yeah, especially on 1 and 2. You don't want to. That's probably the last thing you want to do 1 and 2 is come in that tight on.
Another look right in the armpit. That one's going to leave a mark tomorrow.
Come on, Mason. Come on, kid. You got 2 in.
And that will bring up Mason Copens. He's struck out and singled.
Mason Copeland.
Pops this one foul. Has 1 of 2 hits today. The only hit for the road team. Seen people get on every which way. Fielder's choice, walks, the hit by pitch.
From Louisiana, all the way up Northeastern graduate. Northeastern's turned out some really nice baseball players. For such a small program.
The 0-1. And what's great now they have is the baseball bean pot.
Yes. Yep.
And you see Northeastern play BC, and for years it was BC was the dominant program in the area. And Northeastern and even Harvard have started to challenge them for that spot.
Yep. I'll tell you, New England baseball is, obviously you can't play. It's hard to play in March
That's
and
right.
April here. But for that situation, it's some really good baseball. It's really coming along nicely.
And on one hand, you see some schools starting to cut their teams. UNH recently, UVM.
Yep.
But on the other hand, as this one's high for a ball in the 0-2, you have now, with the invention of turf fields, teams
Right.
are able to play in March,
Right.
even if it's whatever 5-6 degrees out. So you see schools going to that. BC's getting a new facility, which looks to be absolutely breathtaking. That one runs inside, gets away. The runners will stay where they are.
Hey, Speed Merchant, where you going?
The America East Championship this year was an incredible tournament. A lot of schools from New England.
Yep.
In 10 games,
Hit the heel of his glove.
8 of them, the winning team was either tied or losing going into the 9th inning.
2-2,
It was
guys.
incredible,
2-2.
incredible baseball.
Just shows you how important, and as the Red Sox are discovering now, how deep your pitching staff has to be in late innings. How important it is. Those middle to late innings is so important.
How do you feel about them maybe bringing back Jonathan Papelbon?
I like it, but I don't think he wants to play.
I don't think so. I'd love to see it. I'm in the bring him back crowd, but
Yeah, but it's been almost 2 weeks. He hasn't
Yeah.
made up his mind, and the longer he waits, he may have to stay a little time.
grounder to third. It's bobbled. He will pick it up and tag the bag, but he did not get it in time. A tough play over there at third base. A run will score. It is 3-0.
He had the force on. Looks like he had it. I thought he had it. He bobbled it, had his foot in the bag, seemed to gain possession. I hope we can get a replay of that. Let's take a look at it. Bobbles it. Looked like he had it.
That is Joe Bramonti over there at first. First pitch is fouled back. Now up in his third at bat. It's Irvin Kantardzik. He's walked and drove in a run on a fielder's choice.
To Murphy, unable to get out of this inning unscathed now. Getting squeezed behind the plate a bit.
Surprised to see it's been a small strike zone in this game, especially people were free swinging early on.
Yep.
The 0-1. This one is cracked into right field at the fence, now coming in to make the play. And that will be the third out there in center field. Is Trevor Boyce from Canton, Massachusetts. We've played 4. It's 3-0 with the road team on top.
About the silent auction. You can bid on Red Sox tickets for David Ortiz.
As we said, we have the silent auction going on. We also have a 50-50 raffle going on. Tons of stuff to raise money for a great cause tonight, Boston Bullies. As you know, bullying in school, it's sort of that thing no one really talks about. You don't hear a lot about, but it goes on a lot. And a lot of Boston athletes have signed on. Mookie Betts is part of the program. And it's just a really good program to bring to light.
You mentioned Mookie Betts, too. I think a perfect face for that as well, because he's a
Yeah.
smaller guy, but he may be the MVP this year.
Exactly. It's something, like you said, it happens in the schools, and it's something that the kids, the kids that are getting bullied don't want to talk about. And it goes on for years, and it's sad that it happens. So it's great that this program is here, and it brings to light, and the athletes that are representing it, I think will help these kids, see that this is an issue, and there's someone there for them, someone there to help them. So great cause. We talk about different causes now. Next year there'll be another fundraiser that they'll get a committee together that starts, and they'll have different people come in and offer another charity, and they'll vote on it and figure out which one is the best to do for that year too. So every penny raised here tonight, every single penny, 100% goes to the Boston Bullies fund.
Doing it in so many ways, 50-50 raffle,
Yeah.
silent auction, concessions, all of it. Let's take a look. Last inning, we had a lot going on. Let's take a look at some of that. And here you have one of the strikeouts.
Just that
The
play.
bobble
Yeah.
play at third. Yeah,
It
it
looked
looked
like
like maybe he trapped it, I think was the ruling, that he just had his glove on top
Yeah.
of it. Of course, the fly ball coming so close to our first home run since 2011. I have you know what? It's the kind of night the air's not too thick.
Yeah.
The wind's blowing out just a little bit. It's the kind of night we might get one
It's a swirling wind. It's tough to read because if you look at the center field flag, it's sort of coming in a little now, in into left field.
Mark Monahan is pitching, and Hector Cosione is the shortstop.
So the new pitcher is Mark Monahan from Quincy wearing the South Philadelphia Hebrew Association uniform.
Another lefty on the mound. Lefties have done well tonight.
Here's the pitch. Go for a ball at the plate.
Throwing strikes. Hey, I need a couple players down here with gloves. Let's go if you're not in the game.
You have Joe Bramati, was the third baseman in that last inning, involved in that play. It ended up scoring a run. This one's popped up. First base side. It will reach the seats. Even the count at 1-1.
You would have got a little one more biscuit for breakfast on that last one.
Use the field, Joe. Use the field.
Bramati, one of the high schoolers playing in this game. And showing off well, hits this one into left field, a frozen rope base hit.
Nice piece of hitting there. Sat on that nicely and turned on it. Line drive to left field.
Take another look at that.
Now batting the first baseman,
Nice swing.
Gordy Gronkowski.
Nice at bat.
As a hitter's frame, 6'4", 210. And with placement like that, expect to see him at the next level.
Let's see if they do a little hit and run or get something going to try to generate some offense here. Gronkowski at the plate.
First pitch is popped foul. Gordy walked in his first at-bat.
Tough to do with the left-handed pitcher, though. It's tough to get things going. When you see so many left-handed pitchers, you have to take a chance sometimes.
Listed at 6'6", 250. We got that off his playing weight when he was playing. That's back in 2011. I think it looks like he's playing a little under that.
Yeah, it looks good. Definitely looks lean.
Now works for a healthcare company. Of course, we know the Gronkowski family and their workout regimen, so no surprise there.
Now, as you can tell, funny with the uniforms now, it's a little baggy on them now. These uniforms are there. So one of the problems that Ben Weiss has is he also has to.
This one's in the dirt, runner will stay.
He also has to line up the size of the uniform with the player too. So that gets a little tricky too, trying to figure that out. So you want different things with the different uniforms and the history of them, but you also have to get the player to fit the uniform too.
And this one was made specially for Mike Timlin when he played a couple years ago. You noticed the 50. They didn't have one his size, so they took a 60s Red Sox jersey. This one's hit out to center field, back at the wall to make the catch. That'll be the first out. Runner will stay. Fading back was Charlie McConnell.
And interesting too, some uniforms may not be used too. If it's a certain size, see that one? Nice piece of swing, nice piece of hitting there, deep center. Some uniforms might not be used this year if they don't have a player's size to fit it, or vice versa. So not every uniform is in rotation tonight. There's a few that are still on the racks.
First pitch to the catcher's fouled back. That's Alex Joyce.
A little off-speed pitch there, caught him off guard.
So the Hebrew Association, that's another one of those unique uniforms, was a semi-pro team in Philadelphia.
Yep, this is one of the new ones this year.
It's back in the 1920s.
Hey, Mark.
And that's a look you don't see anymore. Pinstripes on anything besides white or gray.
Yep. Look out. Coming our way again.
Fan grabbed that one for us. I was playing pickup yesterday. I took a ground ball off the shin, so I'm not trying to do that again. Can still see the laces.
It only makes you stronger if it doesn't kill you, right?
That's right. Still got the guy out. That's the point.
That's
I
it.
made the play.
That's it.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Got him for the second out. Joyce is retired.
Slower and slowest on that one.
You expect him to come back with the fastball eventually and try to punch you out.
Nope, he didn't. He went the other way.
That's smart. They call it pitching backwards.
Yep, that's exactly what he did.
This is Rick DiMartino's spot in the lineup, and he will bat. Stays in the game here in the fourth inning. Ground ball foul, first base side. When you have a pitcher who's doing the game like this, it makes it tough because you want to get everybody a couple at-bats, but at the same time you want to get everybody in the game. So only the second time through the lineup here in the fourth. only 2 base runners have reached the
It's
Angels.
yeah, it's tough for the coaches because, like you said, everyone should play, everyone will play. So he's got to juggle the lineup, position-wise, pitching-wise.
Ground ball to short to second, and that will do it for the bottom of the 4th. 4 in, it's still 3-0.
Moving right along here at St. Peter's Field, the perfect night. Still a good crowd here. If you still want to come down, if you're not far away, here's the plate.
Hey, on top of everything else, we have a good game shaping up
Yeah.
here. A lot of the times in these all-star game type events, one team will get out ahead, and
Yep.
it just kind of happens from there. But no, 3-0, still absolutely anybody's game. One swing of the bat can change everything.
Seeing a lot of good pitching tonight. A lot of good pitching tonight. As we said, we're at St. Peter's Field on Sherman Street in Cambridge.
Here's a young man who will try to keep that pitching going. Try to find the jersey here. Clearly a Boston Braves uniform for number 19. And I believe I know one of them. There is a Boston Braves uniform. I think this is David Griffin of Weymouth. That is I believe the Babe Ruth Boston Braves uniform. We have the Babe impersonator around here today. I thought he was going to play. I wanted to see him hit. Bummed. 1952 Boston Braves.
Yeah, we've got to have almost, I think over 50 uniforms here.
Correction, that is, so it is the Boston Braves, but it is Joe Morgan. And at the time was in the minor leagues in the Braves system. He never played for the Braves until they moved to Milwaukee. But Joe played in this game a couple years ago. And he wanted a Boston Braves uniform, so they made him this one.
Yep, he's an alumni. Played a few years ago in this game.
Let's take a look at the highlights from the last inning. Of course, he had the base hit to lead it off. But then the strikeout, we talked about the slow pitch strikeout, the smart pitching there. Gordy got a hold of one, but only flew out to center field, and the final out. A nice recovery there by the shortstop.
Yep.
I didn't notice, Richard, that he balled. How about that one, the Hawaii Islanders uniform?
I like that one. I like the green.
Last professional baseball team in Hawaii, minor league team. They played at Aloha Stadium. But eventually, I mean, it's tough to make that financially viable for minor league
I
baseball.
was going to say, not a bad gig if you can get it, but for an away game, you got to fly, minimum 5-6 hours to the coast. That's got to wear on you very quickly.
Not just the uniform, the stadium they played at, which is still used for the NFL Pro Bowl for now. They're talking about building a new one. From baseball to football configuration, they would actually, the entire stadium would shift. The stands would move. They were on wheels in order to change the configuration. You talk about ways to get creative.
Yep.
That pitch is in there for a strike. Good pop on the fastball from Ben Murphy. The new batter here is Joe Jacobs from Emerson College, a Concord native, wearing a Baltimore Elite Giants uniform. He quickly falls behind 0-2.
See if he drops a curveball on him, Up 0-2 in the count.
1940s Baltimore Elite Giants, worn by Roy Campanella. They went 37-15 in 1942. This one's popped up over our heads out of play.
As we said, into the condo development right behind us.
Yeah, I'm sure they're absolutely thrilled to see this tonight.
Well, still in there for him.
Cars on the street. It's a narrow street, too, so the cars are slow moving. They're easy targets. That one's high.
Yes, this is a high-risk zone right here. As you can tell, the uniform's a little bit big on them. As we said, they're not custom fit to every player, and this one's big on Joe too. So
again, too, I think some of that is by design, just the style of the time swing and a miss, strike 3. But it's cool to see because you see the old grainy footage, and it makes it kind of difficult to picture exactly what it was.
Yeah, the color schemes and stuff. Yep.
Now you see it, you really get an idea for what baseball looked like.
Well, look
50, 60, 70, 80 years ago.
Look how big the pants are. He's got that seam folded over on him. So I mean, like I said, it's sizing these guys up, or it's a tough thing to do too.
That went up and in.
And wool is unforgiving as a as a fabric too. It's not going to give you much stretching room on it. So I think that's why they made it a little bit baggier than not.
Luckily not too humid tonight. This one's grounded to short, down on it. Does Burt throw to first in time for the out?
Nice play by Burt.
Talked earlier about the pressure of what uniform you're wearing. 1969 Hank Aaron. Didn't ground out too many times.
Couldn't channel the ghost of Hank on that one. Took the outside pitch, tried to pull it. That usually ends up in a 6-3. You want to go that way. You go outside, take it that way. You end up pulling those outside pitches. That's what you get.
Here's a look at Max Burt. He's played short well tonight. Part of the first father-son combination to play in the game together. His dad Bill started at second base, has since called for a sub. 1-0 as time is called. So here you have Mark Boland. Takes a strike.
No, he's getting squeezed. That was another ball, unfortunately. I think it's zone is shrinking as we go on tonight's game. There it is.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. Similar placement, though.
Yeah, it's funny. He's not giving this high strike. Just below the letters. Check swing foul.
1969 White Sox jersey worn by Luis Aparicio. Count is 2-2, top of the fifth, 3-0. The road team leads.
I like the color scheme there in the Chicago White Sox uniform.
That's a nice look, and we all know the White Sox looking for new throwback uniforms after Chris Sale's little incident a couple months ago. And that is not one to cut up. That is a good-looking uniform. I understand what he did, as that one's high for a ball. Runner will head down to first. That's a good look, though. Much better look. Maybe they should incorporate that one. And what we don't see here, I would love to see that 75 White Sox jersey in this game because they wore shorts.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, yep. That's another story too. Steve Buckley will get requests, and he doesn't want to go too. Not that 75 is new, but that's probably the cutoff date. But as you know, they talked about it in the meetings. Every year we get a little bit older too, and that date moves up a little bit more. I'd like to see maybe an original Seattle Mariners uniform too.
That would be a good look. This one's hitting to right field. Second baseman over to make the play, throws to first, and that will retire the side. Boy, this infield has been solid.
Yeah,
Max Burt, Glenn Gronkowski.
Tracked it nicely, going to his left. Little flare, was able to pick it up on a hop.
That was Hector Cosquion of West Newton,
Nice
who
play.
grounded out.
We're seeing some good defense and some good pitching. Nice combination. As we go to the bottom of the fifth. Yeah, I would like to see the Seattle Mariners come out. Start once we turn that corner.
How about those light blue Montreal Expos jerseys?
Yeah, that would be
That
nice
would be a
too.
good look.
Yeah.
I'm thinking too, maybe for next year, the umpires. Getting them some throwback uniforms. I remember when the NFL did their whole throwback thing, was it 5-6 years ago? You had the referees in bright orange, and that was something. Let's take a look at the highlights from the last inning. We're actually going to go back and look at some of the highlights from the game. The pitching has been phenomenal. Strikeouts galore in this one. And here's some of that defense, Max Burt, textbook. I think the play of the day, though, has to be that Glenn Gronkowski ground ball.
Yeah, big chopper.
Oh, I didn't see the bobble there, though. That was nice, that quick transfer.
Stayed with it nicely.
New pitcher, and here's a fun one. I believe this is the Oakland Seals uniform we're going to see now. No, it is the, I'm not even going to try that.
That's the Cuban League's
Cienfuegos
Cienfuegos.
Elefantes. A call out of Belmont. And he, I believe, pitched on the Cape as well. If my memory serves me correct.
There's a shot down the right field line. Still full house.
Car warms up. Finally a righty.
Bring your lawn chair and come on down. You still get time. Still be here for a little while. It's for a great cause. Every penny goes to the Boston Bullies Foundation.
correction on that. Nick actually, forget pitching on the Cape, Nick hasn't pitched in college yet.
He's the Brendan Grant. There we go right there. There's some of our silent auction stuff right there, as you can see. Steve Grogan autographed football, Jim Lundberg autographed baseball.
He played in this game a couple years ago,
Yeah,
right?
he came out through an inning, did a great job.
There's the Babe.
There's Babe. Looks good for 104.
Got to get him out here. One pitch.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Look at him. I think he's ready to go.
I saw him. He was walking around earlier. I think he was talking some smack to Jared Carabas, which was something to see. Here is Jared. He'll
Speaking
take
of
another
Jared,
crack at it.
Yeah. He called his shot. Let's see if he can back it up.
He said he was only going to have one at bat.
Well, I'm sure he had a little lobbying in the dugout there to get his last chance.
That one's in there for a strike.
Yeah, he let a good pitch go there, too.
I'm sure for Nick Call as well, Barstool's so popular with the high school and college kids around here. There's probably somebody follows on Twitter.
Yep.
Checks him out every night. Now pitching to him. And
Pumped in a good fastball there.
Yeah.
He's gonna teach him a lesson, looks like.
Jared hasn't played since high school. I saw that. So it's been a while. That one's outside. Good eye right there.
Yeah, he's sticking with the gas. If you're gonna go after someone who hasn't played a bit, just stick with the number one.
Jared's also claimed numerous times that he would hit a home run off Kurt Schilling if he had the chance. But Nick Call right here as he misses again. Trying to prove that wrong.
Yeah, he's just gonna come in the zone. I don't think Carabas has got the bat speed to turn on him. I think he's just gonna come right down the middle here. And mano, just missing outside.
Good eye though, 3-2.
Yeah, give him. Yep. Carabas does have a good eye. Challenge time right now. See what Nick does.
The payoff pitch. Carabas grounds that foul.
Came inside with the fastball. He could not get the bat of the head around on that one.
Wearing the Dick Raditz Red Sox jersey, the Monster.
Hey, Nick, right here now.
Grounded foul again.
He's having trouble getting around that fastball.
He's saying something to the dugout. I think he's saying, just give me a chance. Well, that's when he can hit. It's hard to hit home run if you don't get your pitch. I don't think he understood that they weren't just going to be serving him meatballs.
Yeah, no. This isn't slow pitch softball. These guys are out here for the real deal. There he goes.
Did he go? Yes, he did. Struck him out. Carabas down on K's for the second time today.
I think he's asking if that was a strike. He got him.
Now batting center fielder.
And so here's Trevor Boyce.
Let's see that one.
That bat did go around.
Yeah, he did go around.
You can see the frustration.
Well, I'm sure he won't hear about it on the internet now.
Oh,
I'm sure.
not at all.
No, I think he'll. He should bury that. Should be fine.
Him and Schilling were going back and forth today, so I wouldn't be surprised if Kurt is watching line. Diving, almost a diving snag at second base. He almost had it. Instead, it will trickle into right field for a base hit. I think he got his glove on that to Jordan Matos.
Nice rip. He got all of that one.
So Trevor Boyce is on first with one out.
Let's see if they get, again, this inning, they get another runner on, but only with one out now. But let's see if they try to get someone in motion now with the right-handed pitcher. Try a little hit and run action going, trying to generate some scoring opportunities here.
There's been some good chances for the home team. They just haven't been able to push one across. This one's outside. How about that checker mark pattern for a uniform?
They're definitely I mean, I would love to talk to the people, or be in the room when they said, let's put checkers, let's put squares all over our uniform. Who okayed that idea?
This is Tommy Haw wearing the Chicago American Giants jersey.
Good situation now with the left-handed batter. Get some running, get something in motion, get some players moving here. maybe find a hole. There he
The
goes.
1-0.
Yep.
Calls pitches in for a strike. The throw to second is high. Sliding safely into second, Trevor Boyce. You get that runner in scoring position now.
Yep, just what we talked about. Get it moving, and it was a good pitch to go on, too. Went on that breaking pitch.
Taking a look at that one.
Let's see that again.
Great jump. Didn't even need the high throw.
Yeah, got a great jump, and on top of that, the curveball didn't help.
Calls 1-1.
See Nick's uniform, too. A little big on him.
The yellow and green's a good look, though, especially with the stirrups.
Yeah, I do like that. Reminds me of the old Oakland. That's another uniform I like to see, too. Maybe the Oakland A's from the 70s. Little Vita blue.
That one's in there for a strike. The count evens up 2-2.
Hey, Nick, come on, kid. Come on, kid. Hey, Nick. Hey, what's that?
Just misses inside. Good breaking ball. Like the selection there from Colin. For a high schooler, not only is he pitching well, he's pitching smart.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see if he comes back with the fastball here. I think he's just going to come back with the heater and challenge him. You get a 3-run lead. You can have a little challenge time here.
This
Fouled
one is
over our
fouled up
heads,
over
yeah.
our heads back towards the production truck. They told me one hit the truck last year.
It's a $500,000 truck back there, so I think they want to protect it. It gets the sign. Let's see if he comes back with the fastball. Looks like they're going to go up in the zone with it.
This one is hit out into left center field. It'll stay in the park. Fading over to make the catch is McConnell. And the runner will hold at second. Not a chance to tag. Good throw in.
Nice challenge time by Nick Call there. He came with the fastball up.
Another look, though. Check out this swing. Hit it well. Just got under it a bit.
Nick's fastball is sneaking up on him. You can tell the last 3 batters a little late on the pitch. So his fastball's got some giddy up on it. They're having trouble getting around on it. 2 down now with the runner in scoring position. Let's see if they can make this one count. Nice breaking pitch in there.
Max Burt, another at-bat. Played 5 strong innings. He's been great defensively at shortstop.
Hey, Nick. In there.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball too short. Handled cleanly. The throw to first is in time to get him, and that will do it. So again, a runner in scoring position for the home team, but nothing doing. 5 innings in, and it's 3-0.
See it again. They took that outside pitch again, and they pull it. And that's when you do that. 6-3 again. Mark it. Watch it. It comes outside. Pulls it. 6-3.
Don't let it go. Missing 2. Hector Cosines, a good, nice play at short. It's tough in that situation because he had to play that ball through the runner.
Yeah. Yep.
They got there almost at the same time, but still able to get there in time, throw to first. And retire Bird, who has some speed. Not an easy out.
There's a view of Sherman Street there we talked about.
And then you see the New Jersey, and it's such a shocking change
Yes.
to look at. There's the view from the drone again.
Wow, that's amazing.
That thing's way up there. I don't
I
know
was
if
going to say, was that about 200 feet up? Or
we can get a shot of the drone with one of the other cameras, but it just kind of looks cool, too, just hanging out up there.
Looks like a UFO. Like 2 little red eyes looking at you.
I saw it. They were flying it around before the game, testing it out. There are people. There it is. There are people looking at it. You can't tell now as much because it's kind of dark out, but people were inspecting the drone a lot more, and they were looking at the field. That thing must be fun to fly around.
Wow. This is an amazing shot. So off to the left there is a Cambridge town yard, part of it right there. And Sherman Street with the condos there and homes behind there. So we're nestled in a nice little corner of Cambridge. It's a great complex, too. Now, if you look out to the outfield, there's several soccer fields, a couple of softball fields, and they did a great. City of Cambridge did a great job here. A couple of really nice soccer fields with the
I was
with the
walking
turf.
around before. There's a couple baseball fields, a couple softball fields, a small diamond field. Those soccer fields are absolutely pristine.
Yeah, they're
Lacrosse,
beautiful.
too, I think. I saw
Yeah.
lacrosse lines on them.
Did it great. I mean, it looks it's a small area here, but if you go back there, it's tucked in too, and they use every bit of land they have, and it came out great.
Just looking at Twitter right now, and this makes a lot of sense. At 9-Star, yeah, it's a little odd they're using a drone to stream the old-time baseball game, but hey, it's 2016.
Good point.
It's a mix of the old and the new. I think that's the best way to describe this.
That's a good point. Yeah.
We're getting some looks like we're aliens. If you can see behind us all the boxes of gear that we have back there, it looks like something out of a futuristic sci-fi movie, but yeah, at the same time, you know.
Well, internet too. Yeah, I don't think they had the internet back.
Not at all.
In the 40s, right? I don't think so.
Here we go. The little, if I can channel my old-timey Red Barber voice here. And it's 3-0. The visitors on. I can't. I'm not even going to try. If you want, as this one misses for ball, turn your speaker way up, blow it out. It'll get all staticky. It'll sound like you're listening on an old-time radio. There you go.
Get out and wind it up. Crank it up. Here's your Hawaiian uniform you like so much.
And Jordan Matos, it's one of those vest uniforms. Those are still popular.
Yes,
Swing
yeah.
and a miss. There's something about the green and the yellow. It's just a really good look, especially for baseball.
Yeah, it's good color combination. As you can see, this is the first year too. Now they all wear the old-time hats. They would last year and previous years they would all wear the authentic hats too. This year they switched back to they switched to the old-time hats, old-time baseball hats.
John Skoslas is the pitcher from Hudson University, wearing a 1918 Cubs jersey. And he gets a strikeout right there.
Got him looking. Nice pitch.
So 1918 Cubs, they were still, what, 14 years removed from their last World Series title at that point? Boy, they're good this year, though. That is a scary team. And
yeah. It's going to be a nice. It's nice to see some new teams in there. The playoffs this year. It's going to be with the wild card too. It's going to be a great playoff season this year. Hopefully the Sox.
It's hard for us, especially if the Sox aren't there.
Yeah.
It's hard for us not to root for them with Lester and Lackey and so many former Red Sox on that team. And just what it would mean for the game of baseball. Theo Epstein breaks both the Red Sox and the Cubs curse.
Yeah, imagine that.
Would be incredible.
Yep.
You saw the banners out there, too. They're just panning by, some of those who helped make this game possible.
Yep.
The Johnny Pesky bat I read earlier, he was hitting BP during this game into his 80s.
I was lucky enough to have him sit down, and we talked for about an inning and a half. And the amazing thing I noticed was he was just so with it, and every little kid just wanted to come up and give him a hug and get his autograph. That he was that known for the small kids too. He was here forever, and just a great baseball guy and a great guy all around.
There is a number 6 jersey out here tonight. Gary Streisky of Nesson has the honor of donning that one. We've yet to see him.
If you look at the Pesky banner out there, it's all autographed too. Everyone on his last year went out and signed it too.
Batter is Tom Petrie from Worcester and Tufts University, wearing a Philadelphia Athletics jersey. There's the Pesky banner.
Yep, and the Lenny Marullo one too. So they all signed it.
This one's fouled off.
Just a baseball lifer, you know. It's
Oh, yeah.
It's all it was. It's all. He just loved the game.
There's some controversy right now because they want to replace the pesky pole. And when I say replace, I don't mean change it in any way. They just need a new physical pole, but apparently even that, some people are hesitant. Shows you how loved he is in Boston. They need the one they have. It's not up to date. It's not up to code.
Yeah, yep.
So they're making a couple changes to Fenway. I saw that. Some of them, there's so many video boards there already. They're going to put one up where the Cumberland Sign Farms is a big one.
Okay.
Yeah. There's already just so many there. And the one they turned down, though, is this one's fouled back, which I'm very happy about. They were going to move the dugouts up 3 feet to put more seats in. But those are the original 1912 dugouts. You can't touch those.
No. And it's put more seats. You're already close enough to the field as
That's
it is.
right.
And you're going to put
They've had all those issues,
yeah,
too.
You're going to put people 10 feet closer. Coming our way again.
It's a curve ball that was just pulled to stay alive. It counts at 2-2. So Petrie from Tufts, and it's the Babe making a play.
There you go.
Wearing the Philadelphia Athletics jerseys. Now the Tufts are the Jumbos.
Tough jumbos, yep.
So a couple years ago, Tufts players wearing it and said, hey, our uniforms should look like this. So every year, it's a Tufts player donning the white elephant. Foul back again. Nice at bat here from Petrie, making Tufts proud.
Yeah, fight tough.
And again, the new pitcher, John Skoklias. Probably going to be the highest pitch count we've seen after this at bat. Retired the first hitter, now fighting. Here's the 2-2. Outside for a ball, the count will load up.
Come on, win it now.
The pitch. And that one.
Low in the dirt, bouncing off to the left. Petrie looks like he's a little tired. Looks
We must be at least 10 pitches into this at bat at
yeah.
this point.
He's just
The 3-2, this one is grounded up the middle there with the backhand at second base, firing to first in time to make the play.
nice play.
And that is that. Right, the Chicago uniform, the crisscross Chicago uniform, I think I saw it there.
See that one again? Nice piece of hitting there. Took it there.
Even charging down the line after that whole
good
at
hustle.
bat.
Yep, good hustle all around on that play. Two down now, top of the sixth.
Tommy Howe making the play at second base. This one's low. Charlie McConnell steps in. He has played all of this game. He started, still in it here in the 6th inning. Walked and reached on an error. The 1-0. Outside for a ball.
Still a good crowd as we pass 9 o'clock here in Cambridge.
Thursday night in the summer. I'm sure a lot of people, you come out tonight, you take tomorrow off.
Yep. And the reason it's this particular night is they find a night where the Patriots aren't playing, or the Sox, which they played today.
Yep.
So they don't want anything up against this, which is nice. So it's really the only thing going on tonight. So why not come down? Bid on some great stuff at the auction. You're going to go over and bid on something, right?
I think my dad actually texted me in between innings. He wants me to bid on that Boston Brawlers, Boston Brawls poster. That's a neat one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen, and you know what? A lot of it, you live around here however many years, and you see all the different stuff. Everybody's seen. You know how many times you walked into a photo store or sporting goods store, you see the picture of Jason Varitek up in air. As great as it is, that one I've never seen before. That is new.
Yeah, that was a different angle of it.
Yeah.
It's funny on that picture too. He will never sign. I guess at autographs or whatever. He will not sign that picture. He signs everything but that.
I actually saw that because he doesn't want to set a bad example for his kids.
Yeah, and I think it's a good thing. You know?
It's a good thing, but at the same time,
Great.
some people would look at that as, what do you mean bad example? You did what every single one of us wanted
It's
to
one of
do.
those. Yeah, it's one of those iconic moments in sports. But yeah, something I think he doesn't want to be remembered by.
Right. Plenty of good stuff to remember him for one of the all-time great Red Sox.
It's nice to see him in the dugout now at the Sox games. I don't know what his official position is coaching-wise, but he's in the dugout in uniform, which is nice to see.
Darren Hartwell wearing a Wichita Falls Spudders jersey. Reading native. That one's away for a ball. It's 1-2, and with all the talk what's going on right now around John Farrell, a lot of people are saying he could be one in line if Farrell were to lose his job to take over.
You think so? I think it's a little wet under the.
There's a good history of catchers coming in and taking that spot. And I've even heard that's why he's in the dugout, to kind of learn how that goes.
Yeah.
I'd like to see if something. I don't know which way I'm on Farrell, but I think Torey Lovella really deserves a shot. He was great with the team down the stretch last year.
Yep.
This one is popped up into left field. Shortstop coming out. Left and center fielders coming in. Center field in to make the catch. And that will do it. That's Trevor Boyce. We've played 6, still 3-0. 3 to go in what has been a very defensive game.
Getting back to what we just talked about, Varitek, maybe they're setting it up for Lavulo-Varitek combination.
I could see that.
You know,
And also, too, talk about needing somebody to manage the pitching staff.
Right.
Obviously, Veritek's the guy that comes to mind with
Yeah.
that. Red Sox have 2 pitching coaches right now.
So that might be a, and then because Lavulo will be a hot. He's already a hot commodity now. you
Right.
know, so if he does come aboard and takes that spot, and in a few years has a couple good years, he might move on. And like you said, Veritek's right there waiting. So
I saw at the auction before they had Mookie Betts autographed bat. Just
Yes,
reminded
that
me
was
of
nice,
that.
too,
I
yep.
think that's the gem item, the big item. And Mookie's been great. You think about it, they're a couple injuries away from just running away with this thing. Losing Carson Smith killed them.
being a 10, he got hurt last
Yeah,
night. So
that was bad. It was tough to see. He's been playing and incredibly. We take a look at some highlights for the away team as they have a 3-0 lead here. And I think this is they said last inning. No, that's the final out of the last inning.
Yep. Well, the second out, the good hustle down the line.
Yeah. And this was good feeling because remember, these guys, there's no practice. They don't
Nope.
play together,
Yeah.
but 3 guys converging, able to call it.
Yep.
Make sure nobody runs into each other. See if we can get a visual on the new pitcher. That looks like a number 50. Gotta find that.
Up the Alaska Gold Pandas.
There it is. It's Evan Camarelli of Franklin Pierce by way of Burlington. Or sorry, make that Jake Pringle, Newberry College.
Like this uniform.
Gold miners still play in the Alaska Summer League.
It's going to be a short league, huh? Short
Oh, yeah.
season. or it's every game's a night game, one of the two.
You've got the Alaska Summer League and the Northwoods League as well, which is played up in the Great Lakes region. And their biggest problem is fog because they all play right on one of the lakes. And they will have fog delays night in and night out. That one's in there for a strike.
It's a nice breaking pitch in that inside corner.
Pringle looks in.
Cushion it.
Righty kicks and deals. That one's high. I wasn't going to try that one.
You cushion it down
Cushion
by
in Massachusetts.
that Fall River area there, southeast.
Sounds like a Cape-ish.
Right on the
that area
outskirts,
town. Yep. The 1-1. This is low for a ball.
Staying with the off-speed stuff.
Crack to second. Throw is in the dirt. Nice pick. Was it in time? Yes, it was.
Nice strong throw over there. Bang bang play at the place. And actually, I think Babe Ruth is coaching first. He's not going to put up a fight.
It was Mark Boland at first making the stop.
Nice play. Had to go to his right, almost behind the bag at second base to make that throw.
Jordan Matos. So now Pringle working with 1 out. Kicks and delivers. Nice breaking pitch in there for a strike. Batter is Joe Bramonte. Outside for a ball. So like you said, you got the Patriots on a Friday night, which opens this up.
Yep.
Makes them able to play, and worked out perfectly with the weather and everything.
Tell you, since we've been here, I think we've had one, not even a rain out. We knew the rain was coming earlier in the week, and we rescheduled early enough, and it worked out perfect too. But other than that, it's been great.
Do they have like a wall with all the little bricks with names?
The 1-2 to Bramonte.
I'm sure it's on there. Because it was,
Misses with the breaking pitch away, trying to get him to chase.
Not to mention we're in a drought period anyway, so.
Yeah, it worked out great.
It's not that we were expecting rain anytime soon anyway.
memory of Catherine Buckley, my mom.
Here's the pitch. High ball 3, it's a full count.
Belmont's important in my childhood because my father had 2 sisters. One never married, one was a widow. They were old.
See, a lot of the pitchers doing that, leaving that fastball up. A little bit of nerves.
Here's the payoff pitch.
There it is.
Got him.
Nice
Pringle
break, good
cans him,
shot.
strike 3. Two up, 2 down.
Now batting Gordy Gronkowski.
That'll bring up Gordy Gronkowski. Flew out to center last time up.
All through my childhood, an annual rite of passage was my 2 aunts would take
50 versus 50, Gronkowski and Pringle.
all of us to Filene to buy our back to school.
Starts him off with a breaking ball again.
Let's get that breaking ball going nicely over the plate. Breaks it in over on top of the plate and on the inside. Gordy times it right. He may be able to launch one here.
That one's low. One and one, the count. Low for a ball, bounces away.
I was a huge Mike Timlin fan too. I think one of the no, I wouldn't call him underrated, but when he went out there, you knew,
Right.
you know.
He was very important to those Red Sox teams. Probably
Yeah.
would have been a closer elsewhere in the league.
Yeah. But it felt so good when he got into the game. I was
Right.
like, okay, this inning's shut down.
And you know what? That's what the Red Sox don't have this year.
That's exactly it. What they're missing. Yep.
And maybe Ziegler's starting to turn into that. The problem is they keep putting him out there when the base is already loaded.
Yeah.
They need to let him start innings, but that guy that can go out and just be the stopgap. You know you're going to get a clean inning before the closer. Gronkowski lunges at that one, tried to stop himself, and really just fooled by that. I'm going to
Yeah.
guess it was a changeup.
I think he said, no. They said, okay. Then he said, no. He's just gonna, if he gets the timing on it, he's gonna launch one.
Pringle's payoff pitch. Lined into center field, not quite launching it. That'll get down. It'll roll. Gronkowski into first with the single. He will take a big turn but stay, as it's a good throw in with 2 outs. The home team has something going.
Nice piece of hitting there by Gronkowski. Didn't do too much with it. Middle outside part of the plate, and that's where he took it. Solid piece of hitting there. Nice line drive.
Take another look. That's pretty much all you can do with that pitch. He took
yep.
what he got.
That's how you do it. That's what you do with that pitch. Exactly that.
Another first pitch breaking ball is in there.
So you just getting out of high school? Mike, what are you doing now? You gonna stay with us the next couple of 3 years, or?
The 0-1 away.
Having trouble with the fastball finding the zone, but the breaking ball's working nice. Derek from Chelmsford, Mass. An assumption.
Grounds this one slowly back to the pitcher. Pringle has it, fires, takes him off the bag.
Not much you could do there. You couldn't have placed that on the ground any better than that. That how that worked out.
Gronkowski scoots up to second, and again with 2 outs, the home team has something going. Here's another look at that one. The infield's played slow tonight. A lot of balls have died in the grass, and it's made things difficult, especially for pitchers to field their position.
Yeah, as dry as it's been, it's not packed down really hard.
This one's hitting a left center field. This one's back towards the wall. This ball is gone. One swing of the bat, and it's a tie game.
Wow. Power alley shot.
You're the band queuing up. That was a pinch hitter trying to see who it was. Cam Monagle,
Yep.
Cambridge native from Merrimack, launched that ball into left center field.
Talked about sitting on that curb and getting the timing down. Exactly what he did.
First home run since 2011. You hear the PA announcer say it. I told you we were in for one. And just like that, a tie ball game. One swing of the bat.
Hit to the deepest part of the park, too. That was not a cheap shot. That was.
And that's what they teach you to do when you're in the on-deck circle, is watch what the pitcher's throwing, pick it up, and he clearly picked it up.
Yep.
So a new batter here in a newly tied game. This is Sam Wishnow wearing a 1936 Brooklyn Dodgers jersey. Takes that one high for a ball. And first pitch, too, he jumped right on it. We were still talking, and I see the ball flying out.
He's got to settle down now.
This one's lined into left field, another base hit.
Well, they've seen it long enough. He's not going to fool anyone with the curveball now. So 2 outs. He's got to get tough now. Got to stop the bleeding if he can. There is some action in the bullpen, but generally you don't see it in middle inning replacement here. They let these guys pitch out of it. So let's see how he does.
Pringle started strong, retired the first 2, then got to a full count on Gordy Gronkowski. That one's in there for a strike. The first one, as we take a look at the bullpen pitchers from each team warming up. And there's Jared Carabas. We'll see if he gets another shot at that home run. Please tell me, if you're on the internet, please go back and capture that. That needs to make its way to Twitter, that little head nod.
I'm sure he's still talking smack in that.
Oh, I bet. So Gronkowski, 2 outs, 3-2, singled into right field, took one the other way. He had another base hit, and then the home run ties the game. Pringle trying to work his way out. He's up 0-2 here.
And no cheap hits too before that home run. They're both solid shots. So they've got the timing on them.
Crowd getting loud. Boy sets and delivers. Popped up third base side.
Hits again up to the street.
Now, I don't know. A lot of the times in these amateur games, you got to give the balls back because they don't have an unlimited amount. I don't know what the deal is tonight. If kids get to keep them.
No, they do get to keep. I think when I came in, I think I saw about 5 dozen. So they should be okay.
I know sometimes they'll give the kids maybe like a free ice cream or hot dog or whatever.
A trade.
Give them something, but.
No, baseball's not cheap now this year. That's for sure.
1-2, Pringle looks in. He's had to work hard this inning trying to keep this a tie game. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball up and away.
Yeah, he's looking a little gassed right now. He's.
If I'm him, I'm trying to wind up. One more big fastball may be enough, as I think these guys are all sitting on that breaking pitch.
Yeah, but that's really all he's throwing right now. I think
This one's grounded foul.
he's a little out of gas right now. Some of these guys have are still playing, and some guys haven't this year finished maybe a month or 2 ago, or haven't played at all this year. So it's tough to crank it up right away and just for an inning too. You know, like you said, they don't practice before this game.
Grounded to short, fielded on a hop. Throw over to first, retires him. That will do it. But the home team puts 3 on the board thanks to a big-time home run. And after 6, nothing is decided. We are tied at 3. Let's take another look at what we've seen so far. There's the play to second, and a couple times we've seen fielders on this infield have trouble, but they've been able to recover, stay calm, make the play. It's Matos doing it there.
Been a very good defensive game. Some clutch hitting and some good pitching too. Started out early. The left-handers were really controlling the game.
We're gonna have another sidewinder here. And of course, no number. That one, that could be a lot of things. My guess is going to be the 1921 Pirates. I'm just going to go by that P.
Take a quick look at the last inning. It was a nice play at second. Had him just come up throwing a nice pick to get the first out of the inning. It was cruising there with a strikeout. And everything looked good. Until Gronkowski delivers that line drive to the opposite field.
It was real quick, 1-2, and then things kind of took off from there. There's the home run.
Reached down and got that, too.
That was not an easy pitch to hit out.
No.
He pulled it. It was away. He pulled it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, he had to go down and get it. It was the final out of the inning, but after the damage was done.
Making the Mick proud wearing the number 7 Mickey Mantle jersey. So here is Jonathan Lynch. It is the 1921 Pirates, the Cumberland, Rhode Island native. And leading things off, Irvin Kantardzik. Ground ball to third, that will get through, base hit. So as we head into the later innings, the bat's starting to wake up.
Let's see if a little bit of small ball is played here late inning, trying to get one run across.
Reminder again, ladies and gentlemen, you have only until the end of the 7th inning to bid on the silent auction.
Still time to get down here if you want to get in on the silent auction. It ends after the 7th inning. We're on Sherman Street in Braintree.
Yeah, I guarantee you won't be disappointed with some of the stuff that's there. It's some really nice stuff. You've got a
Sorry, make that Cambridge, not Braintree. I've been all over the place this week. Oh, come to Cambridge.
yeah, Brookline earlier.
I may have said Brookline too. I've been it's been quite a week. That one's inside, runner goes, throw down, not in time.
We said playing a little small ball, moving along. How can you would you say Braintree and Cambridge? Yeah, I can see that. I can see. You said Arlington. I'll be okay. Yeah, Arlington.
Yeah.
Next door.
We're in Beckett, Massachusetts. No. Here's the pitch. That one's away.
Still with that tight strike zone. Joe Jacobs and Emerson. Concord, which got a little tornado hit.
Yeah, I saw that. This one's grounded to third, down on it, looks to second, doesn't have the play, throws to first. And good heads-up play looking the runner back.
Yeah, nice play to hold him there.
One down as Jacobs is retired.
You could have got that runner to third with one out. Would have been a nice situation. Little inside-out swing here.
Jacobs, a lefty, I'm sure trying to pull that ball so he can get the runner over, but gets it off the end of the bat.
Nice play. That ball had some side spin on it, too. Nice play to stay with that.
Jordan Bramante at third. Here's the pitch. That one's lined up the middle. They're going to send the runner. Fielded in center. The throw will not be in time. It's cut off short. The away team takes the lead again. It's 4-3.
How important was that stolen base? And the throw goes through, and the runner goes to second base. So.
This is the first baseman.
Nice swing on the ball. Finds a nice shot to center field. Watch the throw go through. And after the throw goes through, Jacob knows to take off to second base. That's exactly what he did. Nice piece of base running there. And hitting to get the run in.
Now this one's hit hard, shot to third, fielded cleanly, throw to first, 2 down. Again, looking the runner back at second. It's been busy in the hot corner this inning for Bramante.
Another good play there. Same thing, looking back.
The RBI going to James Patty of Tufts University by way of Newton. There he is. Willie Mays jersey, the Birmingham Black Barons.
Still a big run out there at second base with 2 outs.
Sidearm deliveries outside. Lynch looking to get out of this with minimal damage here with 2 down. Runner's going to scoot up as that one heads back to the backstop. Catcher couldn't find it.
Yeah, held on to that a little bit too long on that one. Not too costly. As we said, there's not a lot of room back there. It's going to be very tough to score from third base on a wild pitch, unless it shoots up and down, up the first base line. So, but it is a lively backstop, so we'll see what happens.
Hector Koskione is the batter. He grounds this one to short, backhanded stop, throw to first, picked out of the dirt in time. Oh, he dropped it. Almost saved a run. Would have been a nice pick over there for Gordy. But instead of run scores, it's 5-3. Disappointed with himself. A tough play to make.
Nice quick throw from short. Got it, and he got it. Let that release go real quick. Let's watch this one. Watch how quick he gets rid of this one. On his backhand. Nice quick throw. Ball was in the glove, just popped out of Gronkowski's glove. And again, how important was that wild pitch? Sending him from second to third. Run scores there. If he's on second, he's on third now. So heads up base running if got Abbott Financial 2 runs this inning.
Matos at the plate. Now he grounds one. This one to second. A little more routine. That will do it. But the road team gets 2 more. Abbott Financial are 5-3.
Smart base running puts him in front by 2. As we reach the 7th inning stretch. What we didn't have this year, we used to have in the past, or every year was stuff between innings. We had the frisbee catching dog, which is always fun. Did you ever see that one?
I have not.
You ever saw that one? Huh.
Probably seen it online at some point.
Yeah. I love that one.
See them, the drones taking off.
Drones back out, yeah. Still a good crowd. There's the auction table there, as you can see.
So last half inning, get here, get over there if you're in the area.
Can we zoom in on some of those items there?
I think that one, the big one, the one that's standing up, the guy in the gray shirt just blocked, is the Boston.
Is that the one you want?
Boston Brawls one. I want all.
I don't know if you have enough wall space in your house for all those pictures there.
I'll make it work. You see the orange shirts too, the Boston versus Bully shirts, of course, the charity tonight.
Yep.
Great charity. Patrick Chung involved, Mookie Betts involved, Ali Raisman, Torrey Krug. And I love it because as a kid who was smaller, I always looked up to the smaller athletes. And
Yep.
that's who they got. Mookie's not the biggest guy. Torrey
Exactly,
Krug's
yeah.
certainly not the biggest guy.
Yep.
And that's who they got as we take a look. Some more highlights from this one. Let's see how the road team pushed 2 across.
This inning was all base running. You know, this was all base running that got the 2 runs.
There's the RBI single.
And as we said, the throw goes through. Runner takes second. Wild pitches at third, and then ground ball he scores. And so that's just heads up base running. Got him 2 runs.
Nice hesitation too. Got to wait. Make sure it's not caught.
Make sure it goes through.
Hollywood flashing around the bases for the go-ahead run, then adding the insurance. We'll see now as the home team takes the field if they're just as savvy base running with the Babe coaching first. Here was that final out.
See if he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Push across 2.
You talk about tricks. Old school baseball there's so much gamesmanship.
Yeah.
Exact, my brother.
We've not seen a spitball yet tonight. We have not seen the hidden ball trick yet tonight. Waiting on it.
Well, I wouldn't hold your breath on those.
I will admit, I got hit ball tricked as playing Little League. I did fall for it once.
Oh, all right. If it's Little League, okay. If it was Babe Ruth, I'd have some issues. Where'd they hide it? In the shirt or in the glove?
He had it in the glove. He did a very good job of going in to talk to the pitcher, and I got a little antsy. I'm leaning off first, and they got me. That one's inside, strike 1.
Sounds like you haven't lived
Just
it
the
down
inside
yet.
part.
It's still bothering you, huh?
You know what? I made up for it. I stole home in the same game. That was the only thing I could do. I could run couldn't hit, couldn't catch, couldn't pitch. I could run the bases. Don't have the batter on my roster. Not even seeing this jersey on the list, a number 39 Red Sox jersey. Swing and a miss, and he is retired.
Quick 3, yeah.
Looks like one of the younger participants in this game.
As we said, there are probably close to 50 uniforms in use tonight. There's probably another 10 or 12 on the shelves, too, so forgive us if we
They're not listed on the
can't
website.
track them all down, yeah. As we said, not everyone is in use, and some change. It changes from year to year, too. You will not see the same ones every year. You see some new ones, some different ones, and the body type and the size of the uniforms, too. As you can see, they're all a little bit big on everybody.
New pitcher is Ryan Covell from Medford, and Franklin Pierce wearing a 1941 Chicago Cubs jersey. Covell. Franklin Pierce alum took, they've been a D2 powerhouse out of the Northeast 10 the last couple years. This one's fouled away. Meanwhile, at the plate, Singleton, I believe. We have a couple Seals jerseys.
Ryan,
I saw
come on,
Seals.
kid.
I wasn't expecting to see more than one. Fouled back.
Nice curveball, yeah. 12-6 curveball, dropped it over nicely. Yeah, going back to the old uniform, I would like to see a nice 75 Baltimore Orioles, too. That would be nice.
This is McDaniel Singleton, San Francisco
Hey, Ryan,
Seals
come on,
uniform
kid.
from Everett, Mass. So it's got me thinking, too, as I was preparing for this week, what this game would look like in other sports. And hockey would be outstanding.
Yeah, hockey would be good.
Basketball, I don't know. Would they make them wear the short shorts? That's the one question. That's very make or break, depending on how you do the shorts.
I love watching those, the 86,
Yeah.
especially on 86 Celts. And,
Oh, that
the
documentary
shorts.
by
Yeah.
CSN was fantastic. The best part of that was all the stories about Bill Walton taking them to the Grateful Dead concert.
Hey, Ryan, come on, kid.
Here's the 1-0. Inside for a ball.
Covell looking to strike out the side, too. That's the way you answer an inning. You put two on the board, you want to come in, 1, 2, 3, get right back out there and start swinging again.
So important when you score runs on offense, have your pitcher come out and not give up a run.
Yep.
That's what's killed the Red
Come on,
Sox.
kid.
That and earlier in the season, starting the game, coming out, giving up 2 runs at the beginning of the game. And, your
just
first
being
at bat,
fly,
you're already
yeah.
down. You're already down 2 runs. That's deflating too.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. Keenan Luliano from Waltham.
It's got to stick with the gas. Challenge him.
Low ball 4. How about that look? The team name down the buttons.
That's different. Yeah, I like that.
You used to see a lot more of it. Nobody's wearing it now. I know the Dodgers, the Brooklyn Dodgers,
Yeah.
was the one that sticks out to me, but I wouldn't hate seeing that look come back. This is a nice one. The Cubs
Yeah.
one is a nice
I
one.
like that one.
As the wind starts to pick up again, you can see the flag. It's stronger down here, I think, than it is out in center field.
Yeah, it's definitely got a swirl to it. Seems to be blowing in from left field, but blowing from right to left out in the outfield. It's different. It's a weird wind tonight.
Well, we got our home run, so it can
So
pick
that's
up as
the-
much
yeah.
as it wants.
Come on,
Yeah.
kid. In the books, right here now.
Joe Bramonti steps in, represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th.
Come on, Ryan.
A nice game in the field.
Got him.
They got him at
Oh,
first.
okay.
Nice move.
Nice, quick feet.
Now, instead of striking out the side, he gets 2, and then, hey, show off the pickoff skills.
Quick feet on that. Nice move.
Ryan Covell looking good, especially for a righty.
For a perfect strike to first base. It wasn't even close.
Let's take another look.
How quick that is. Caught him leaning, yeah.
Put it in the exact right position. That's where you want to lead that first baseman.
Didn't have to move his glove. All he had to do was catch it. That was a nice, perfect pick off there. 7 complete. That's what you want to do. You score the 2, get right back out there. Got to put a few more on. Look at that. Hockey, what they named it? I was going to call it on Android. What is that again?
Drone.
Drone. There it is. Hawkeye the drone.
We had it earlier. It was still light out. You can't see as much now. The Boston skyline in the background looking really, really close. Just an incredible setting.
That's amazing.
And they're flying it high enough, too. I was talking to our drones operator earlier. Past years, guys warming up would try to hit it. So they're up there. The limit Massachusetts can't fly a drone higher than 400 feet. He's probably right there.
He's close, yeah.
Going down the street now. Give us a look from the other side.
Yep.
Let's take a look. Some more highlights from that past inning. Started again with the 2 strikeouts.
Yep. Just gearing up and throwing the A train. Perfect pickoff. If you want to teach someone a pickoff move, that's what you show them right there.
And a nice change of pace. Smart call on changing pitch there because you go from Pringle, who mostly the off-speed stuff,
Right.
the curveball, going to the hard-throwing righty. The grass too. We're in a drought, but the grass is very green out here. There's, like we said, bring your pets.
Yeah, bring your pet.
I need someone with the glove down here on the bag, on the line that's not playing, please.
She loves baseball. Look at
The
it.
50-50 will be announced in just a few minutes.
That's what it's all about. Well, she's not in
Miles,
uniform.
what am I chasing
We'd like
at?
to see the uniform.
Yeah, get fancy to get into it. Come out in suits.
Yeah.
Leading off
There's the Babe down in left. I think he was warming up the left fielder.
He's true. He's got his old-time glove, too.
I saw a couple of those around. Some of the
Yeah.
coaches had them as well.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine playing with one of those gloves. I don't know how. It's like having a little pillow on your head.
You know, I had one kicking around my house. I don't remember how I got it, but yeah, it's very, very difficult. You can't so much catch the ball. It's on the transfer. You kind of just have to slow it down, pop it up in the air, and then catch with your bag.
Yeah.
Aiden Freeberg's the new pitcher from Billerica in WPI, wearing a Yaz jersey. Carl Yastrzemski. Seeing the single-digit number on the mat. Don't see that often. The one that sticks out to me right now is Marcus Stroman, wears number 6 for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
More small ball here as the pitcher comes up after a fantastic inning on the mound. We'll see what Covell can do. He shows bunt on the first pitch.
Trying to
And
help.
takes that one for a strike.
So he can help himself out.
If the decision holds, I believe he'd get the win. Covell delivers. Misses there. Count out 1-2. Foul back. That one had a pop to it.
I think that went right out of camera, too. I think they hit the... Boy, it would have taken out that cameraman.
Having a laugh about it. See the fans still here.
Still, yep.
Stand still packed.
Perfect night, baseball.
The 1-2. Misses away, tries to get him to chase, but a little too far outside.
49-5. 1-1.
Covell, the lefty, they are playing him to pull. The 2-2. At the ankles, misses, and the count goes full. So he got ahead. 0-2 did Freeberg.
Doesn't
now
want to get,
struggling.
yeah, doesn't want to get too fancy here.
I think the home team has shown impressive defense tonight. Trust your fielders.
Yes.
You have
yep.
to put something in play.
Seen some really good defense tonight.
Very relaxed stance for Covell. Keeps the bat right in his shoulder, and he draws the walk.
Go, Charlie.
So, leadoff runner on for the road team.
Not how you want to start the inning off down too late. No free passes.
Hey, Charlie, come on now.
Gronkowski will hold him on at first. Freeberg comes set. Kicks and deals, and that one
Zip on that zip line.
is for a ball.
It's behind, but they got
I believe the scoreboard still isn't updated.
That thing buzzing. I want to shoot.
Popped in a left. Settling under it, fading back a couple steps, makes the catch. Wind swirling, and to adjust a bit, able to play it, one down.
Freiberg gets the first out under his belt. See if he settles in now.
That was Charlie McConnell. Looks like he's going to play this one wire to wire. We've seen just about everybody as I look down the roster.
Yeah, I think we have.
Maybe one or two guys here or there. I don't remember. They also could have come in, and of course, we don't know with the defensive substitutions. Gary Streisky is the one that sticks out. Ness and Sideline Reporter have yet to see him. He's inside for a ball.
Hey, Derek, come on, kid.
And I think there's another Ted Williams jersey. We're missing two, I think. I don't know
Yeah.
who's wearing it, but I think there's one more Ted Williams jersey. Freeberg delivers, runner goes. It's hit on the ground. And it gets by the second baseman, eats him up. Runner's going to head to third. Ball rolls by the second baseman again. It's picked up. Runners will stay. What looked like a tailor-made double play. Maybe he panicked at second with the runner going
Yeah.
and couldn't field it. Would have had the out at first.
Base running again is helping out Abbott Financial. As the runner was in motion, he ends up at third. Let's see that one. See him off, got a great jump.
And just eats him up. You don't have the runner going, that's probably a double play.
Yep. Not only you stay out of the double play, he's at third now.
High for a ball. Here's Kantarczyk. Has an RBI already in this one. The Roslindale native. Freeberg checks first. The 1-0 runner goes again. It's inside. The throw down. Bounces well short.
Runner holds at third. See if the throw went through. He was probably going to go. Looked like he was ready to go.
Smart to hold that one up.
Great base running is given Abbott Financial the lead and looking to expand on it. Base hit will give them 2 more runs.
Big chance to break it open. Low for a ball. There's been a lot of runners left on in this game. I don't have the exact number in front of me, but both sides, for a 5-3 game, it has been a very offensive 5-3 game.
We're talking about base running. It's something that it's so important, and it's not really talked about much, and it's not really appreciated. But taking that extra base when you can, steal here and there, it's just part of the game that can really swing a game in your favor.
3-0's in there for a strike. Kantarczyk taking all the way. Looked like he kind of wanted to hit that. Gave himself a little shrug. And, 3-0 though, you got to take. Last thing you want to do is hit a little nubber and give him a free out.
Second and third, you want something you can drive to. At least get into the outfield.
Takes ball 4. 3-1. That's the count where you're going to get that pitch to drive, but instead of free pass, loads the bases. Kantarczyk has shown he's good with the bat, so not the worst situation in the world there. You load the bases, you put the force back on at home.
Third baseman Joe Jacobs now.
And that will bring up Joe Jacobs.
Get one down. Let's see how the infield plays. If they come in, looks like they're in on the corners, so they'll play the double play up the middle. Corners, they'll probably come home.
Jacobs batting from the left side, swings at the first pitch.
Coming our way again.
Freeberg picks up the rosin bag as he gets himself set. Trying to work here out of a bases loaded jam. Still no runs in the inning. Looking for a ball hit hard on the ground. This one's fouled back, has him up 0-2.
Keep working on the inside with the fastball. He's having trouble getting around on it. Freeberg's got a quick fastball. Comes in on you quickly.
Not the typical frame for a pitcher at 5'11", 180, but still throws very hard.
It's going to throw him a curveball. Let's see how this didn't bite.
I like that pitch, though, 0-2, because you have a pitch to waste, and if he does hit it, it's going to be on the ground.
Right. He just missed the, he didn't want it that low in the zone. He wanted it a little bit higher, but a nice idea.
He's got him looking slow. We'll see if he breaks the heat. He does.
He does, right over the plate.
Punches him out, strike 3.
Caught him looking.
On contact.
Now 2 outs. Freeberg can relax a little bit. Chance to get out of it and keep it a 2-run game.
Hey, James, come on, kid.
Sets and delivers. In there, strike 1.
Nice curveball in there for a strike. It's got some nice late break to it.
James Patty is the batter. The Newton native by way of Tufts. In there for a strike. People know how great of a school Tufts is academically, of course. What a lot of people don't realize, a true Division III athletic powerhouse. Just about everything, lacrosse, baseball, basketball. Women's basketball team is outstanding.
Yep.
This is away for a ball. People call D3 sports kind of a New England Northeast thing, and People don't realize the level of competition in the city at that level. MIT, you want to see a good football game, well, that's an MIT football game.
Yep.
It's great football.
They're sinking a lot of money into their sports program this year. Next couple of years, they're really going to do some they're going to make some noise. You're going to hear from MIT in a lot of sports.
Hey, Mark. You got him coming around in second.
Austin Falera, I was almost expecting to see him tonight when the rosters come out. He's the D3 Player of the Year, third baseman from MIT. And some great rivalries, too, between MIT, Tufts, all the schools in the city, UMass Boston. UMass Dartmouth also playing in D3 a little bit south of here.
Come on, Jake. Stay snug.
The 1-2. Just misses low, wow.
Count blue, 22.
This would be a huge strikeout if he can get it. Inherited a 5-3 game, would leave a 5-3 game.
See if he drops a curveball on. I think this, looks like he's up. Fastball outside. Challenge time. Now he's going to come back with the curveball. Let's see if
Hey, Jens, have a day, kid.
he's on the same wavelength there.
I didn't see the pitch call. Looked like something inside.
Wants it up, though, looks like, too.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him. Huge strikeout.
Huge.
For Aiden Freeberg, it's a 5-3 ball game. Leaves the bases loaded. Head to the bottom of the 8th. Now the home team's got to get it going.
See if they can get some base running happening, which Epic Financial did. Got him the lead.
Old Time Baseball on CTN Media is brought to you by D2 Productions, Bitfire Networks. D2 Productions doing a great job putting everything together tonight. An advanced thank you to everybody in the truck and around the field. The camera shots, a lot of this game is the visual aspect of it with the uniforms in the field, and the camera operators are the ones bringing you those visuals, so huge thanks to them. They've done an incredible job. I don't know if you can see the program. Wave, guys. Give a little wave. Come on. I don't know if they can hear me or not. Somebody wave.
There
it is. All right. Thank you. Out in center field. He got stuck all the way out there.
I think that's Jim Sr. out there. There we go.
There's Wave Beyond. He's the one who's had to flinch a couple times tonight.
Hope he's wearing his cup.
Yeah. Great job by all those guys tonight.
There's Big Jim, I think, on the center.
And there's the drone operator. We've gotten some great stuff from the drone. There it is, hanging out low center field. And that thing just zips around. He told me that you get up to 30, 35 miles an hour.
That thing is quick. Just an amazing shot.
New meets old.
This Sherman Street right there.
And there's us. How's it going?
Perfect night tonight. As you can tell. Still a little windy out, but not too bad.
It's nice, and it's kept the humidity down with the wool uniforms. That's all that matters.
Open up your windows tonight when you go to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Nice breeze.
Hope you've had fun tonight. This has been great. This is my first old-time baseball game experience. And
I'm sure
this is
back.
an absolutely incredible. Oh, I can't wait. This is an incredible event. Let's take a look at that last inning. What went down. And this is a great microcosm of what the game has been. Bases loaded, nobody scores.
Yep.
There you see the stolen base. Heads-up base running, of course, big part of it. We talked about the long-sleeve jerseys. And you saw that one there. They're long sleeves, but they're built like short-sleeve jerseys, so they're just so baggy.
Yeah.
It's got to be tough to play in.
Can be a little restrictive, too.
Yeah.
Freiberg just battling tough to get out of that inning with no runs.
And that is, people in Boston may not know what they just saw. That is a mentally tough pitcher on the mound. There's a new pitcher, Richie Cadillo from East Boston.
Is that a dig?
You know what? They made a bad trade, if you know what I'm saying there. And David Price is pitched like a $31 pitcher, not a $31 million pitcher. This is fouled first base side. They've had guys just kind of turtle. That's what it's been. Not throwing blame, but it's hard to deny it. Kimbrel and Barnes maybe being the two exceptions in that. And going back to what I talked about earlier, that's why I want to see Papelbon. There's a guy you know nothing is going to bother him to the other extreme,
Right.
almost to a fault. Bramati leans out of the way when he's been busy tonight at third base, manning the hot
Yeah,
corner.
he's played a nice game at third. Steady. Nice glove, strong arm.
Built like a third baseman, tall, lanky frame. Thought about that one. High fastball, hard to lay off, but he does. And the count goes to 2-1.
Sort of reminds you of Middlebrooks a little bit.
A little bit. Well, I think he's still kicking around Double-A somewhere. I think for the Padres.
Someone
for the fans.
Someone I thought would have made some noise in the Red Sox organization. Just didn't work out for him for one reason or another.
Couldn't stay healthy. That was a big part of it.
Health, attitude, a lot of little things add up. He's over.
Into left field, right to the waiting left fielder. Takes a couple steps over, makes the catch. Right as the wind kicked up, too.
Yeah.
Good timing on that hit. You know what? They got Shaw now. He's looked good. Everybody wants Yohan Moncada at third base. He's only played third base 4 games in his career, but that seems to be the popular ideal as we take another look at this one. And you can see barely had a move out there and left, a couple steps.
Well, does it be intending getting hurt? Open a door for Moncada.
See, the flag is still out there, and I don't know if they can show our desk, but our papers are blowing everywhere. So it's strange to see it's very different, 2 different parts of the field. Of course, as they come over to us, the wind dies down. Nothing works out.
It's windy, yeah. Trust us. You can hear it in our microphone, but it's swirling. We're covered by we're surrounded by trees.
Here's the pitch to Gronkowski, I believe up for the 4th time today. Tough game to score.
Yes.
Decided to abandon the scorebook. I know that's not what you do as a baseball announcer. I feel like I'm being sacrilegious, but it's been tough.
You're writing a novel over there with everyone in and out.
I need score books. Gronkowski gets a hold of this one, hits it to left. If it's fair, it's gone. Oh, did he rob it?
Don't know.
Did he keep it in the ballpark? No, it's a home run. A home run for Gordy Gronkowski.
Wow.
Brings them within 1. Big smile for the Gronk.
He said that if he sat on a curveball long enough, he'd launch one, and he did.
Not for lack of effort. Out there in left field. Darren Hartwell went all the way up. I thought he didn't catch it, knocked it back down based on the reaction. Let's see.
He sat on that curveball and just launched it. Almost hit it like an overhand forehand with a tennis racket.
That's the pitch he's been looking for all night, that high curveball.
Yep, and he
just inside. I don't know if we can get another look at it.
Right down the line, right down the left field line.
Next pitch is low for a ball. And you saw who was the first one to greet him? Jared Carabas.
With a box of chicken fingers.
So the home team, as that one's in there for a strike with 2 home runs tonight. Let's take another look at the home run. In a minute, as this one is chopped to third. Tough play to first in time. Had to read the hop. He did, and there's one down.
Nice play.
Here's another look at it. 2 home runs for the home team, yet they find themselves trailing 5-4, all 4 runs coming by way of the long ball. The first one was off the bat of Cam Monacle, and then you just saw the Gordy Gronkowski blast. And now this one's hit hard into right field. That will hop and roll to the wall, should be extra bases. Rounding first, he's going to be into second. Standing gets the stop sign there. And I think that was Monagle, right?
Yep. With a 1-out double. A 2-out double, I'm sorry.
The kid from Cambridge showing off the power bat. So Monagle now represents the tying run on second. Big bats coming out here. Facing Richie Cadillo of Trinity College.
Nice
Here's a
piece
look at
of
that
hitting,
double.
yeah. He got all that one. Sent it to right field line.
They're playing him to pull, too, so that right fielder had a lot of ground to cover into Gooch's corner down there.
Twisting away, too, on top of that.
That pitch is low.
See if Gardillo got to get tough now with 2 outs. Tying run at second.
Some more mentally tough pitching. As Sam Wish now twitches out of the way of one. Count goes to 2-0. So a Gronkowski blast puts them within one. You think he spiked his bat after? I didn't see. He'll never foul.
No, he was greeted with a basket of chicken fingers. If we get the replay again, watch when he crosses the plate. Carabas had a basket of fingers, I think, and he feasted on that. Excessive food celebration, I think they call that one. 15-yard penalty.
But Monagle, talk about the rest of the inning. Monagle's putting together a case if they can get the lead, maybe, for an MVP award.
Yeah. Yep.
3-run home run. Had a double, would represent the tying run if he can come in. Wish now, it's his job to get him in there. 3-1 hitters count. That ball gets away. Monagle hesitated just a bit.
Ooh, yeah.
And he couldn't go. Another runner. Now the go-ahead runner on for the home team. It was ball 4, but didn't get a great read on it. But with 2 outs, don't want to make the last out of the inning at third base.
Yeah, we talk about base running, and that right there was a chance to get him to third. If he had just reacted quicker, he had the base. He had it. The ball was far enough up the line.
Probably the first time I've said this tonight, but playing it safe. It's been a lot of aggressive baseball, which you want to see in this environment.
Yep.
Nothing against it. Big swing and a miss. Nice fastball right there. Cadillo ramping it up.
But you don't want to play not to lose either. You know,
Right.
It's a fine line, so it's tough. You know, especially late in the game. There he goes. They caught him napping on the mound.
Yeah, pitch hadn't even been thrown. Both runners advanced. A double steal without a pitch. You won't see that often.
Yep. Talk about base running right there. There it was.
And now all Boyce has to do is pull the ball. Nice to have a lefty at the plate here. You pull the ball down the right field line, you probably have a lead. Another big cut high fastball. That's the pitch Boyce wants. He swung at that pitch twice. He's missed it twice.
Outmatched up there. He's just gonna throw it again. I just stick with that one right now. Don't get fancy.
Cadillo looks to third.
Just
Just his
his
grip.
fastball again.
Catcher sets up low. Comes high, too high. Doesn't chase there. It's 1-2.
I don't know. Maybe you sneak a curveball in out of the zone, catch him fishing, but I stay with the fastball up still.
Nods at the sign. Catcher sets up low again. This one's high and it's grounded foul.
Yeah, there was a off-speed pitch. Turned on it.
Come on, Richie.
Crowd's been great down the first baseline tonight. They've had a lot of hard balls hit their
Yeah.
way, and we haven't had any issues.
Nope.
Knock on wood, but
They've been good in the field. They've been fielding nicely out there.
heads up crowd's always a good crowd.
Let's go, kid.
And you got to be here because, like we said, you're right on top of the action here.
Field seat. Talk about old school baseball. Field seating as that one's away. Surprised they don't have people in the outfield.
Joe, nothing gets by.
It's challenge time for Cardillo here. He's got to get tough. 2-2.
That one's low in the dirt. Boyce has fought back. Fouled a couple off. Was down 0-2.
Trying to aim that breaking pitch. Didn't get it even close. He's just going to come back with a fastball now and challenge. This is it right here.
You can see, look how at his arms. The sweat, the wool of the uniforms really probably getting these guys. Got to be tired at this point here in the bottom of the 8th.
Ooh, comes back with the breaking pitch.
Ground ball right to first. Bobbles it, flip to first.
Nice
Base
play.
in time. Almost had shades at the end of the Red Sox game last night. But able to handle it at first is Cadillo, and he comes out of the game with the lead. He surrenders one on a solo home run to Gordy Gronkowski, but our team still with a 5-4 lead.
Way to tough it out. He did a good job at the end there.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
As we make the turn for home, it is road team 5, home team 4. We take a look at that last inning, including the Gordy Gronkowski home run finally of day. Queued up, here it is, and yeah, I got all of that one.
That's the fly.
No, that's not the home run. You got all of
first.
the fly ball too. I thought that was great. The no number thing is throwing me off. Here's Gordy. Boom.
He just sat on that waiting up in the zone.
But look at the jump. Look at the leap here. He got good air on that.
He did. It looked like he was there, just a little bit out of reach.
Now you have the double for Monagle. He'd be stranded at second. And Cadillo settling down. And
Is that double down the right
final
field
out
line?
after the double. Bounce into right.
Look how close
Got a good roll.
look how close the fans are. They're literally a foot from the foul line.
Here's that final out. There's been a couple interesting hops tonight. The field was done well, and sometimes in that case, you can get rough hops because the field is so flat that even one little pebble screw things up.
Like we said, it's been so dry here too. The field is in good shape. It is a little hard, but great job by the city of Cambridge getting this field ready.
Christian Rosati will be the pitcher from Medford, UMass Amherst product, and we've now seen all the UMass schools represented in this one.
Is the first baseman.
Amherst completes the rotation.
Yep.
This will be the last chance here in the top of the ninth for the road team to tag any on. They have a 1-run lead. They led 3-0 for most of the game after jumping out to a 3-0 lead in the first. 3-1 home run in the seventh tied it up. Road team would pick up 2 runs in the top of the eighth, and then Rakowski's home run brought us where we are now, 5-4.
Played a little long ball, which we didn't expect tonight, with the swirling winds and the wooden bats, and we get 2.
Props to Cam Monacle. He's been impressive tonight. He really has. The
Yeah.
home run, the double, doing everything he can to get this team to win.
Monty at third base too. So, a couple close calls here for the MVP.
Who knows, both those guys right now on the losing team.
Yep.
You could argue you had some great pitching from the road team early. Maybe looking at a pitcher, a guy with a 1-2-3 inning. There were a couple of them.
Yep.
There's Mark Boland. Now falls to rise to 2-0. And the umpire tells the band to cut it out.
It's only one up here. Yeah, well, he's been tight. He hasn't given the high strike.
There's an old school batting stance too. I like that one from Boland. He's taking a look at this. When he gets real low, holds the bat way back. It doesn't really twirl it. It's just kind of a circular motion. You saw that with his hands. He got through one right there. That one's in there for a strike.
Yeah, we got a little leg kick going there.
The one knee bent much lower in the front, draws a walk. So another leadoff runner on.
Walking the leadoff batter will just come back and bite you hard.
We've seen that a couple times tonight too.
Especially in late innings, it's just, you can't. It's probably one of the 10 commandments of baseball, is just do not walk the leadoff hitter, especially late in the game.
He knows it too.
Oh, it's such a backbreaker.
Up and away for a ball.
Let's see if they do a little small ball to try to push one across. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens.
Gets the upper outside corner
gets
for
the high
a strike.
there.
Looked like a similar spot.
Yeah. Shaking his head going, that wasn't a ball earlier.
I don't think we've seen this jersey yet, the batter. Trying to figure out who it is.
Get a shot of him.
Good job, Patrick.
Santuro looks like the Crabs.
He misses outside. That's what. How about some Japanese league jerseys
There
too?
you go.
They got some nice. They got some nice jerseys there. That would be different to see. Something for Ichiro when he played back in that league.
Another new one, not listed on the website.
We'll bring that up at the next meeting.
Ball 4, back-to-back walks.
Oh. He's getting squeezed a little. Man. Yeah, it's tough right now. Last inning, ninth inning, you don't want to be last inning. Like you said, don't want to walk the leadoff batter. Second one, even worse.
Now remember last inning, Freeburg loaded the bases before getting out of it without allowing a run, so looking for something similar here. That one misses. And as the catcher, you got to help me. You got to get that ball up, bring it up into the zone, try to frame it. Here's the look at that walk, and not happy with himself.
He's questioning the zone. You know, he's just looking and going, all right, I'm throwing it here. It's a strike. This time it's a strike. Next time it's not.
Boy, come on, kid.
And when that starts happening, it gets tough on a pitcher.
Check swing, foul back.
The best thing you want is at least you have to be consistent. Consistently high, consistently low, not change batter to batter. That's almost a little bit what's happening.
Not like you.
Petrie now with a 0-2 count. Worcester native.
You're bigger. You're good, Mark. You're good.
That one misses low.
And then when you throw a few strikes, what you think are strikes, you don't get the call, and then it just sort of snowballs. It's like, okay, where can I throw it? Now you're not even near the zone. Last few pitches, even better, but isn't.
In the air to second, handled for the first out.
So that's a,
And I think that's what you have to do in that situation is pitch to contact.
Yeah.
Trust your fielders.
yep.
So one down, runners on first and second.
Yeah, you can't defend a walk, you know, and it's
Right.
All right.
To maybe look here, we've seen him do it before for the double steal, get rid of that double play possibility.
if he gets
in there for a strike.
if he gets a good hitter's count, you might see it hit and run going on. If he gets into like a 2-1, 3-1 count, maybe get some action going.
Ryan Covell, the batter he pitched earlier, threw a solid inning and now getting his licks. Second time he's come to the plate, he finds himself behind 0-2.
Stick with that. He threw the fastball right by him. Come after him again with the fastball low and away.
Comes set, delivers.
Got
Got him looking strike three. That's what you got to do. That low inside corner, he hadn't tried that. The strike, it's been the outside edge that's been squeezed, so he comes inside, picks that lower inside corner. There we go. Finally.
Yeah, he's like, okay, that's where I got to throw it. Okay.
Now he's having fun.
That's where you want it. There, I'll throw it there.
Take another look. Nice.
Yeah.
That's that spot every pitcher is looking for. Not much you can do with that ball, even if you hit it.
No. Best you do with that is foul it off your foot and live the fight again.
Now falls behind 1-0 to the next batter. He has a chance to get out of this. It's Charlie McConnell playing wire to wire. A couple guys in this game have done that. There's a few starters left in the ball game. McConnell's been manning center field, but for the road team, he hit leadoff. Reached a couple of times.
Big at bat here, trying to get a little breathing room for Rabbit Financial if they can.
Pops this one foul behind the third base bag. It's heading towards the stands, and everybody runs out of room. The ball hits off a tree. Try to see here which pitcher for the road team hasn't thrown yet. See if we have any idea who the closer will be. I don't believe we've seen Pat Hurley yet. I think that's the closer. Roslindale, Massachusetts.
Let's see with 2-2 if they put some runners in motion here. Try to shake something up. Try to get the infield moving, catch someone out of position.
Runners take their leads, don't go.
Oh.
In there, strike three. Pick the bottom corner again, and that one, you know what, for everything that happened that inning, I think the umpire just made it up to him. Puts two on, walks the two leadoff hitters, and then back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. As we make the turn for home, bottom of the ninth. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Home team coming up. And we have ourselves a ball game. Not only has it been a fun night, but they've kept it close all night. They've kept it exciting all night.
Yeah, it's been a great game. Good, some timely pitching, some good hitting, a little bit of everything. Some really good fielding, and end up with a 5-4 ball game.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you've had as much fun as we have tonight.
It's the 23rd annual Old-Time baseball game brought to you by Abbott Financial.
And the pitcher is actually going to be Evan Camarelli from Burlington, Franklin Pierce product, wearing a 7th Army Air Force jersey. That's DiMaggio from when he played when he was serving. That's a cool uniform.
We talk about the old-time players, too, that played, and they either worked or went into the armed forces too. So pulling double duty when they were playing some of the greats of the old days. So it makes it even more amazing on what they did. The feats they accomplished just by that alone, between working, playing baseball, which wasn't being paid very well, and working a job, going into the armed forces, and serving the country. So just all that more amazing on the things they did, the way they played the game. Bottom of the ninth, 5-4. Abbott Financial in the lead. This is it. Do or die time. This is the perfect night. St. Petersfield, Cambridge again, the 23rd annual Abbott Financial Old-Time Baseball game. We'll be again here next year again, and right around this time, third week of August, usually a Thursday night. And you can log on to oldtimebaseball.com. You can watch the game again. You can donate too on the website if you want to make a donation to Boston Bullies, which is the fundraiser tonight. And just learn more about the game and more about the players and the uniforms, which is just an amazing thing too. So
we want to extend a happy birthday wish to Alyssa Genero, who's back in college up at Ithaca College right now, but she's worked this game the last couple years. And,
yep.
I believe this is her first year, not here in quite a while, but let's have a good time up in a great place. I'm an Ithaca College alum myself. She'll be working at ICTV and ICB, much like I did. So if you think I did a good job, thank them, and she's on to a successful future. If you don't think I've done a good job tonight, blame Ithaca College. First pitch is low for a ball, and now here trying to help himself out is the pitcher from the last inning. Swings and misses right there. It's Christian Rosati.
Working fast, which I like. There's a fastball.
Hey, Evan, hey now. Hey, E, shoot.
Get in the rhythm. Just get the ball and throw it. And when you're in that zone, it's like, okay. No thinking. Just know what you got to do and just react.
Another member of that very successful Franklin Pierce baseball program at the Division II level.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Fooled him. I don't know what he was looking for, but it wasn't that.
Nasty curveball. That was a 12-6. That started up around his eyes, landed at his feet.
Went down the last time we had a game this close. It was a 6-4 game back in 2013, if the result holds.
Nasty number 2 on that one.
This one's cracked into right field. That will get down. No, it won't. Fading over from right, making the catch. That will be the second out. Looked like it was going to fall, but normally pitching now in right field is Ryan Covell.
Get a great jump on that ball. Was there easily on that one. 2 quick outs. You see that one. He got a great jump on that ball. It was easily there to track it down. 2 quick outs and one more to go.
That one's in their first strike, so down to their last out. Last one-run game was in 2005, so 11 years ago. And that score was also 5-4. Here's the 0-1. Low for a ball.
Juliano from Waltham via Colby. Colby via Waltham.
Enjoy the ride home now. Hey now, come on, E.
Trying to keep it alive. Down to the last out.
And it's supposed to go out.
Here's the 1-1. Blown away. I got the big part of the order on deck, so he can get on and extend it.
Yeah, this is a big out right here.
Gets a piece of that one, hits it foul, and it will go out of play. Believe that's that down there on deck. I think it's Joe Bramante, who's played a good game tonight.
Yep.
And there's strike three. That'll do it. Doesn't matter. Froze him up with the fastball, and the road team picks up the 5-4 win as Hamburg family beats the Abbott Angels.
It's a great night of baseball, yeah.
Great game. Everything you could ask for. The weather, views.
You get to see all
game.
the you get to see all the uniforms here that we didn't see during the game. Couple of the coaches. That curveball. Yikes.
Yeah, that was one of the prettier pitches we've seen all night. And fly ball in the right field. Should get a look at that final fastball that froze, and he popped that thing right in there, pitching with a lot of confidence. There it is. Boom.
That's how you finish off a game. That's how you close out a game right there.
Teams will shake hands. They'll hand out an MVP award. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you, this is a very nicely played ball game. Some timely hitting, great fielding, some really good pitching early, and then actually all around, a couple shaky spots. But once these guys get the nerves out, there's the fly swat, a home run there.
2 home runs, 1 to left, right down the line, 1 to left center. I still think the jump, though, is low-key one of the better plays of the night. Great effort. There's Gordy's reaction.
Yeah, see, if we could follow it all the way through till he crosses the plate. Jimmy, try to run that through, and that's just a tomahawk.
Big swing.
Watch what was waiting for him at the plate. When you get
There's the reaction from the dugout. Wow, that's gone.
There he is.
There's
there.
Gordy.
Yep.
There's the babe still hanging around in the background.
Yep. There he is. They'll just hang out after the game and talk for a while. These guys have played each other at some point in their careers. And perfect evening, great night.
Drone now right over the mound, maybe like 10 feet up. You got the players all waving at it. They're all noticing it.
Well, perfect. Just turned out to be a perfect night. Great night for a fundraiser.
We'll see.
Yeah, let's go down to the field.
MVP here.
See what they're going to do.
And I think that is it. Cam Monaco will be your MVP.
Yep,
The double
you
and the
called it.
3-run home run in a losing effort.
Yep.
Big night for the kid at the plate. And doing it in his hometown of Cambridge. Gotta love it.
Hometown boy makes good. We didn't get to see Yogi Berra's niece tonight. We didn't see her. She pinch ran last year. Would have been nice to see her. Okay, here's okay. Watch when Gronkowski gets home. See what's waiting for him there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Right out front. Some fries.
Is it fries? Okay, there you go. Or chicken sandwich.
Big piece of chicken.
Well, that's what motivates you, I guess. Hey, whatever works,
Maybe
right?
breaking his diet a little bit. I'm sure that he has set.
Well, he burned a few calories going around the bases. He can have one of those. But as you see now, all the guys, he'll be taking pictures, hanging out after. It's a good time after the game, too. These guys will, something they'll talk about for the rest of their lives being a part of this.
Just saw a lot of guys go up to Buckley, talk to him.
Yeah.
We didn't get to talk to him tonight. I was hoping he'd come over, but
Yeah,
he did a great job putting this together.
Yeah, he runs this whole show, and he, like I said, he's bouncing around back and forth. And Ben Weiss too is left-hand man of there, and the two of them just put on it. And they won't take any credit. It's a whole group. Overleans do a great job, and there's some of the banners out there too. But it's a big production. A lot of people. There's Buck there too. A lot of people involved, and like I said, they'll take a couple weeks off and they'll start it up again next year for another great cause. Still a good crowd stayed to the end too, which is nice.
Everybody's hanging out. I'm sure there's probably, you've had 3 guys in this game playing the major leagues. Carlos Pena's the one who sticks out. So some of these guys may be major leaguers. There's a spot here in the book, I think.
Yep.
I saw for autographs. So
yeah. So and you can. Yeah, there's that one. You can order the Oldtime baseball program too, which is a great collector's item. It has the history of how this whole thing started and everyone who played. It's just a really nice thing to have if you're into this stuff. All about the uniforms too.
OldTimeBaseball.com at OldTimeGame on Twitter for all the information. I'm certainly hoping I'm back next year.
You'll be
It's been
back. Absolutely.
incredible.
Absolutely, it's a great time.
It's been fun to do it with you.
I love doing
a lot of
it.
good stories.
Yep.
I think we saw just about everything tonight. We saw a close game. We saw the home run. We had the good weather. The drone got us some fun stuff.
Some amazing shots as we finish up with that. That's just an amazing thing.
So I want to thank everybody in the truck. I feel bad that I can't name names, but I know if I do, I'm going to miss somebody. So everybody in the truck, everybody on cameras did a fantastic job. They made us look so good. A great night. Everybody who came out, everybody who put this game together, and of course for a great cause. So for Eddie Basile, I'm Alex Barth. Thanks for watching. Again, oldtimebaseball.com, Old Time Game on Twitter. Stay involved. And
Log on. Yeah, you can get your CD. It'll be ready in a couple of days. You can order it. And everyone who played, parents want to buy it for the kids for a Christmas gift. It's a great thing. So order it online. Check it out. And donate to the cause, too, Boston.
Road team wins 5-4, but the final score only a small part of the story of a great night. Once again, for Eddie Basile, I'm Alex Barth. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next year.
Bye-bye.